Hello, 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 and welcome to the Rag Company Q&A Thursdays. This is Dane Hennen. To my right, Levi Gates.
Hi, hi.
And to my left, Anthony Fisher.
Hey, Dane. So they keep getting the tag wrong underneath my name there.
It's weird.
Wow. Funny.
That's not you.
That is not my Instagram.
No, that's weird.
I don't know what to tell
It's
you.
another dude.
It keeps happening,
Yeah,
like over and
strange.
over again. Like I'll change it to what I want them to change it to, and then it goes back to this guy that I just know.
That's all right.
I mean,
it's all right. He's just a friend
Just
of yours.
go and check out that guy's content. You might
Yeah.
like it too. Just
So
a
weird
thought.
how that
right.
keeps happening. Anyways, so welcome to Q&A Thursday, also known as Friday Eve, also known as
Friday
Yes.
Eve.
what else is this
That
known
it
as?
Thursday Q&A.
Day of Fun. is
Speaking
what
of
it
which,
is.
before we get into all the comments and
Also party
questions, I
time.
know we like to ramp things up while we wait for more people to join us here.
While we were sitting here, we were talking about beard care. 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, as I've started growing back my
For those
majestic,
of us with the
you know, people have been clamoring
fuzzy
for
face
it. They've been
persuasion.
wanting it. They've been needing it,
So
desiring
it's kind of odd
it.
that you're growing it back during the summer.
They've been asking for it.
Okay.
It's my beard.
Was it mostly male or female followers?
No comment.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Point is, we were talking about beard care. Remember, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen, I
Yeah.
still am a wonderful brand Viking
Okay.
of the
boy.
beardstruggle.com.
okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Use the code Levi15 for 15% off
yeah,
all
I
your
thought we
beard
were
care
over-
products. And I was actually trying to sell it to Dane right before we got on
you
here.
were. I think he was actually.
Sounds like I
He
need a
looks
beard
like he's ready to
brush.
buy.
He's ready to buy. I
Okay.
think.
Very
Wow.
excited about that.
I'm tired of
was.
feeling scraggly. I use some stuff right now that kind of evens it out a little bit, but I feel like I can.
Yeah, you need a
He
little,
needs a little bit
regimen.
of Freya's bliss is what he
Yeah,
needs.
that's right.
right?
That's good call. Nice pull,
Freya's
Anthony.
Thank you.
bliss. What a name.
So anyway, guys, in terms of news around
Real
here
talk.
at
Right.
the Rag Company,
Shopkeeping.
the ragcompany.com, is we have a brand new website. So let's go ahead, Nick. Let's go ahead and pass over to here. Check this out.
Oh,
Wow.
baby.
Can we get a clap?
Wow. That's been a couple of years in the
Wow.
making, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow. Real
so
work went
we
into
want to
this.
thank everybody on our web team. I'm going to list some people off here. We got Thomas, we have Nate, we have Ryan, we have
Lisa.
we have
That's about it.
They're the main ones.
They're the main
And
ones.
your dad, Jeff.
And my dad,
and Jeff.
all along the way, going, "No, we need more of this or this." And
Yeah,
that-
Jeff
that's-
the El Jefe.
Wow.
Yes.
So this website is not only beautiful to navigate, but it's very aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, I just want
Gorgeous.
to point out right now. Look at the towels. See the colors below it. Now you know what colors are available
Yeah.
of a towel without.
Look how beautiful that is.
Is.
You don't even need to know. You can
I know it's
find
in
out.
the picture, but still, it's nice to have the options right below like that.
Yeah. So we wanted to step up our game. We have more beautiful pictures placed around
Here's,
the site. If you scroll down a little further there, Nick, we'll be able to see an awesome shot of what's that
Wow.
bead maker, right?
Ooh.
Chemicals,
nice.
rags to riches, O&R, some of these top sellers here that you guys
Yep,
know,
that's right.
you guys love. And then, oh my gosh, another whole layer here. What do we got? GSF,
yeah.
C2V3, CSL, Breakbuster.
Wow.
Wow, it
Really
basically-
nice. And then some of our finest tools and
amazing.
accessories, you know, the stuff that we're good at, things that we like doing.
And I think,
hey, look at that
oh,
guy.
Wow, look at that. In
a
case you guys
muscular
just
back.
forgot
I
that we
think that's
actually
my
sell
back.
swag and gear.
Yeah.
If you
you
ever
can
wanted
pick
a
up some
hat or a
t-shirts.
shirt, you
Yeah.
got options.
The
Hoodies,
Scully
too.
shirt, hands down my favorite.
Yes.
Hands down my favorite.
Those beanies are no joke. I know people kind of overlook the beanies sometimes. Those are fleece lined. They're actually very comfortable and keep you very
That's right,
warm
Dane.
during the
Well,
winter.
Dane, but we are getting
But we
into
are moving into spring. But I
But
know
here's
some
the deal.
places are still
Everybody's
cold.
always asked, where do I find the business program? How do I join? How do I become a dealer?
This
How
is
do I
the
do this?
homepage.
I want to carry towels. I want to use them. I want to see how I can make a little cash on the side.
Scroll down on the homepage like this. You'll see it right there.
Become part of the business program or become one of our newest dealers and get some products. Get some towels.
look at that. Look at that.
Whoa,
we got the
check.
YouTube
Whoa.
channel and the
Wow.
podcast
Oh,
and
my
the
gosh.
FAQ.
Hey,
Oh,
and the
and then
Instagram.
what is this?
Whoa.
Oh,
our beautiful feed
Anthony's
on
pride and
Instagram.
joy.
Gosh.
So
Wow, that looks gorgeous.
I really wanted that to be featured there at the bottom.
Yes.
So this new website is awesome. Go ahead and check it out. Browse around, peruse,
Play
maybe
around with
check
it.
out
Have some fun.
our wares.
So here's
Yes.
the deal.
Fine wares.
Yesterday, the site was down because the new site was coming.
Yeah.
And we had to import everybody's customer accounts.
That is no small feat.
Now, here's the deal.
So many social security codes to go through. Oh, what?
Not
No.
what we were doing.
I'm
Not what we were
kidding.
doing.
I'm kidding.
But there is, if you have an issue,
Yeah.
logging into your account, you do have to create a new password. It can be the same password,
You can.
but you have
But
to
you
go.
have to do
you
it.
have to do it. That way the new site knows it and can access it. Because basically that's the biggest thing. Is a lot of people went in yesterday, put in their username and their password and said their account had a problem or didn't exist or whatever. Your account exists. You just have to
Correct.
You have to reset your password. It can be the same password. You just have to reset it.
Yeah.
And another thing I saw raised by a lot of people who were wondering, because they have maybe a fairly, rich order history on their account on the site, they may be looking, oh, where's my order history? If you read the email you received that kind of notified you about this stuff, there's a 24 to 48 hour period that we're expecting where your order history will eventually become available on the site.
Correct.
On your
That's
account,
that's
but
still
it's
updating.
not quite there yet. So some of that stuff's being worked on, but there's a lot of back-end mechanics that need to be worked out because we didn't just change the look of the website. It's on a whole new platform now. It's very different from where it used to be, but it allows us a lot more flexibility for the future. It only means good things for everybody going
Correct.
forward. And I just really want to emphasize that. So please bear with, but we are working on getting that stuff out there. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Good
I like
stuff.
that, Dane. Good job. So, anyway, other than that, though, new website. Also, the Detail Factory brush, the wheelbarrow brush.
Man,
launched.
they've been clamoring for it.
Why do we
People
not
been
have one on the
clamoring it.
table?
That's a
Wanting
great
it,
question,
needing it.
Dane. I can't answer that for
Maybe
you.
Gabe, if you're listening, go grab a Detail Factory brush and bring it in here. The new
he's-
wheel brush.
I think he's watching some of Matt from Obsessed Garage
heard it
videos.
now.
I heard them
Okay.
laughing out there. Very
What they're
loud.
laughing at. But anyway, so that is now live. You can check that out at theradcompany.com. I believe it's live. I think it's
Yeah.
live. I'm sure it's live.
It is. It's out there.
So go check that out. And then other than that, though, I think we're ready to jump into some questions, man.
Very excited about it. Feeling good.
So-
Feeling ready to rock and roll.
Are you energized, Levi? So
this
here's what
party
I
going.
noticed, Levi, before we jump in. So that's empty.
Yeah, Anthony. So I just finished drinking this. Picked this up at our Pepsi vending machine that we have here on campus at the Rag Company HQ.
Wow, that's amazing.
Was able to use my Apple Pay off my phone. Love that feature. Just pulling up my phone, tapping it on the machine, getting a frosty beverage. But
There it is.
here's what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
Oh, is this more soda coming for
No,
me?
this is our wheel brush.
Oh, I was
Here
hoping
we
it was a
go.
drink.
Okay.
there
Of
we
some
go.
sort.
Thank you.
Nice.
What I would like you to do, Anthony.
Thank you, Tim.
Yes, sir.
Reach over there, pop open that New Air fridge from our friends at New Air, Pepsi throwback, and let's take a look at some of the beverage we have on. Oh my gosh, we don't have anything. This is embarrassing.
I have a
Wow.
Miami Cola.
Way to be prepared.
I'm gonna have. I think you know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna go for that Miami Cola. Wow.
Nice.
Did I got that work, guys? Look at that transition. Oh man. Okay. Now I
Okay.
think we can get ready to
Okay.
go.
I
on
feel like
this show.
Espen was missing out. We
Feel
had his
it.
comment on the screen, then it
Espen,
got pulled.
Yar yar, Levi, Dane, Anthony. So Espen saying hello from snowy Norway. Just here to tell you that you guys need to try out ASC from KCX. And when you find out how good it is, tell the rest of the U.S. Thanks for all the good content.
All Surface
Thank you,
Cleaner.
Espen. All Surface
Wow.
Cleaner.
We
One of our
have it.
favorite products.
We have it.
We do have it.
It is amazing. It's amazing. It's probably one of the, I think, top 3 bottles that I would keep in my car.
Really? That's good. That's a good one.
So,
That's a nice-
because it just does everything,
Yeah.
right? So if you were to have Express or you were to have like a window cleaner, or glass cleaner, whatever it would, all surface cleaner is kind of nice because you can use it on pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's very light. It's very Express. It can be quite dense,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so sometimes you're like, okay, this is too much for what I need right now.
Yeah.
All surface cleaner is pretty light. And I like the bottle size too because it's 500 milliliters, but it's a squatty bottle.
yeah, squatty bottles.
Not squatty. So you can kind of just shove it in places. You can fit it in center consoles, things
Yeah,
like that.
thick.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's versatile.
Yeah. All right, Grant Hawtrey
Oh, Grant.
saying thank you to Dane for editing the sound mix of Anthony sleeping at night.
Dane, how
I've
did
seen
you
that
get that?
comment
He's
popping up
been
a couple
throwing
times.
this comment onto like everything
Yeah.
we do for the last week.
It's been pretty great.
Was that you in my house last night?
I mean,
It's probably from one of our trips.
Okay,
do I
so-
look like I could be a ninja?
We do
Yes,
have that.
Dane,
Do you still have that
have
video?
you ever seen Beverly Hills Ninja?
That is
That
not
is
the direction
a-
I thought you were going to
that
go.
is
but
based on
holy
a true
cow.
story.
That's a classic, man.
Yeah.
Do you ever
Oh,
see that Chris
man.
Farley?
That was one of the first Chris Farley movies I saw as a kid.
Dude,
which-
that's a funny movie,
Yeah.
man. It would not fly today.
don't worry,
You
I
could
saw
not
Tommy
get
Boy
away
and
with
Black
that.
Sheep and all that later. So
Oh,
we're
I was a
good.
Tommy. I watched Tommy Boy
Yeah.
in the theater
was-
with some
No,
friends.
Tommy Boy and Black Sheep are great.
Yeah,
Anyways,
and,
we're getting off track
anyway.
here, but
Yeah.
regardless, Dane, thank you for being so gentle.
But
yes.
do you still have that video of Dane asleep holding his phone?
Always.
It's a good one.
I have.
It's a good one to have.
So you guys
It's
have
just
to
black man
understand.
material. It's just sitting
We
on it.
travel
On-
together. We sleep together.
Yeah, on some of our trips, right? I'll do this thing where,
Crazy.
like, I've gotten myself because basically here's the thing, Dane. We all know he snores. He knows he snores, right?
Correct.
His dad snores. It's
Yeah.
totally fine. That's just it's a family
usually
thing.
when the
right?
four of
It's
us-
weight related because when I was younger and skinnier, I did not.
Yeah,
snore.
but the point is, when the four of us
regardless,
travel,
we get it, right? We get it. So
we put
split 'em
Dane
up.
and Jeff together.
Dane and Jeff together.
They
me
do
and Levi
everything they
together.
can to get
now,
me in a different
Here's
room
the deal.
than them.
Here's the deal. I snore.
Yeah.
I snore.
But I'll remind Levi. Levi will literally be going to sleep, right? And I'll say, Levi, your snore strips. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. And he'll
Freak
reach
him out.
over and he'll put his snore strips on. He's like, okay, all right, good
But
night.
we know
good night, right?
the trick is the reason you hate my snoring in particular is
Oh
you
my
say
gosh, it's off
I am
Mine's
not
melodic.
I am not rhythmic in my snoring.
No.
I am arrhythmic. So what you hear does not have like a beat you could drum to. You couldn't figure
Yeah.
it out,
He
and that freaked
Anthony
you out
gets
because
some
your brain
grooves going
couldn't
when I'm
rest.
snoring. He
I
starts
need-
making his
I
own
need a
song.
tempo.
beat.
I need a consistent tempo that I can fall asleep to. But with Dane, it's literally like there will be times where
It's
I'm
like me, it's
I'm
quirky.
Like, holy crap, he stopped breathing. Like he's dead. And then he'll snap out of it. I'm like, oh god, he's
Oh, you're alive. Oh, thank goodness.
He's okay. So what we'll do is, you
Yeah.
know, so depending on when they're sleeping or how much they're snoring, and if I can't sleep or not.
Yeah, you
I just
record
pull
us.
out my phone and record them just for fun, and then the next day I say, do you want to hear this? And they're
No.
like, no, we don't. And then I show
And
them
then he
anyways.
plays it anyway.
Now,
It's
for
great.
one of our trips, the three of us had to sleep in the same room.
Yep.
Yeah,
Dane fell asleep holding his phone up.
yeah.
He was looking at his phone and he fell asleep. And I am amazed at the muscular strength
Oh,
that you
it
have
stayed the
to be able
entire
to
night.
hold it
Just
for that
killing
length
it.
of time.
He held it in landscape too. So that was the
even
most
worse.
impressive
I
part.
Are
can't
you
even-
not impressed?
I look at that and I think,
held
oh,
it
my
sideways.
tendons in my wrist and elbow would be
And you know
screaming.
what? I wasn't even sore the next day. I was fine.
Just
The
totally
mighty
fine
Dane.
holding
The
that up.
mighty Dane.
And
ladies
on that
gentlemen.
note, Hans is here to say, whoop, whoop, TRC Day.
What's up, Hans?
All right.
All
Then
right.
we've got
First from Puerto Rico, saying buena notte, senora.
There we go.
Hey, TRC team. And Jerry Martin saying, what's your opinion on Walmart carrying Chemical Guys products? And do you think they're the same formula that Original Chemical Guys uses?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Positive.
It's
Chemical
the
Guys
same
has always been a
product.
ready-to-use product, never a high concentration. They've always been ready to use. So,
I think you're getting the same thing in
Yeah,
the
I
store
think
that
you're
you're
getting
getting
the
anywhere
same
else.
He may be thinking they changed because we talked in previous episodes about how some products that come from Europe, for example, to meet U.S. regulations have to be reformulated to meet our guidelines and regulations. And so you have the same product name, but some ingredients may have changed. That's not the case here. They're based in the U.S. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next question here. We got Ian saying, wish I could make it out for the live Q&A, but I've got a state health insurance exam. Happy Friday, everyone.
good luck, man.
State health
luck.
what kind of exam would that be?
I know I'm like picturing the bar exam, but
Maybe we
for
can
health.
ask our good friend Trisha Gation.
Oh, yeah, Trisha here.
Gatia.
Hit
Trisha
it.
saying, I made it finally, working as a nurse while listening to you guys.
Well, we appreciate you listening.
Thank
and
you, Trisha.
Thank you for being
Glad
a nurse
to be,
out there.
yeah, thanks for
So
being
now
on
that
the
we got
front
you here, I
line
got
there.
this thing on my back that I want you to take a look. I'm just kidding.
The Q&A is more directed.
I think that's
but
every
yeah, you
that's
get it.
every person around like a nurse or a doctor ever, right?
Yeah.
Where they're like, so you're a doctor.
my wrist?
So I've been
It's
having
gonna
this
Yeah,
weird
as soon as you hear that, you
issue,
just go, oh,
you
no,
know,
here
and
we go.
It's the same thing like if you're a detailer, right? And
Right.
somebody's
My neck.
like,
Come
hey,
look at this scratch.
Hey, I got a scratch right here. Can you take a look at it? I'm like, what do I look like, man? I'm gonna start trading things, right?
Ooh,
Like, you
that's a
know,
good
like,
idea.
hey, you're a doctor, right? You look at my back, you look at my leg. I'll get it scratching.
There you
the
go.
car.
I like that. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. And then Umberto saying, Trisha, don't worry. I'm like you, but with network connection upgrades at the office. Oh, nice.
okay.
Umberto, thank you.
And Decon here.
What's up, guys? Got my spring detailing package coming in today, full of some restocks. Can't wait. Nice.
Excellent.
Enjoy it. And then Langdon, hey guys, looking to expand my detailing business. What are your options on using O&R as a primary wash method?
Opinions.
That is my primary
opinion.
wash
That
method.
is my primary wash method.
That's
It
it,
is a
really.
great primary wash
Yeah,
method.
it's good. It works.
RSX Freak says, which KCX product would you recommend for cleaning sneakers, PO or GS? PO. Hands down.
Yep.
It's
All
awesome.
right.
Ken Jeeper, hello. What's up, Ken? Thank you
Hey,
for
hey.
joining us.
Thank you.
And Detail Dude saying, happy Friday Eve. I'm not going to miss this one. Thanks,
Glad
man.
you're here.
And then Aaron, what is your thoughts on using a water filter pitcher like Brita for diluting detailing chemicals? Is it good as distilled water? No.
Not the same. When you're distilling the water, you're running the water through a filter. You're filtering out things that the filter is designed to remove from water.
Yeah.
You're
If
just
it's
making
removing
that
it from
better.
a chemical.
You're just making it better to drink for
That's a
yourself.
whole
Yeah.
different.
It's not a drink. Don't drink it.
Yeah,
That's not what that's for.
No.
Oh, this
So-
next one.
Aaron, here's the deal. If you want to use distilled water, just go buy distilled water. Go to the store, buy a few gallons. It's super cheap. I think, what is it, Anthony? Yeah,
He's
you just saw the
distracted by
next
this
buck.
next
Fuck a gallon.
comment.
It's
great.
a fucking gallon.
Yeah, buck a gallon. Super inexpensive. Buy yourself, 10, 20 gallons of distilled water at the grocery store, and then use that to mix up your detailing chemicals if you want to do that. Anthony always gets a couple gallons. That's just his general shopping list. He always adds a couple gallons in there, so he always has it.
I have
in
like
case he wants
5
to.
gallons at my house at all times, right? So it's kind of like a
Yeah.
Just in case.
whatever I need it for.
Yeah, and I found I need to start doing that because there are times where I have distilled water and I've gone through it, and then I'm like, dang it, I finished a bottle. I need to mix up some more. Yeah, I'll just go in the house and fill it up from the hose or the house.
Distilled water is
It's
nice.
just-
Well, for example, right? Here's a good example, right? Why I like distilled water. Remember that one time, if you guys remember, I think it was on one of the main shows or the Q&As, I talked about how I had bled my motorcycle brakes on my motorcycle, and I let that thing heat up, right? Took it out for a rip. I was like 5 minutes away from my house. The
Right.
thing's hot. It's a hot day. It's like 90-something degrees that day. My reservoir starts overflowing.
Correct, it
and I have
exploded.
brake fluid flying at me, and it's all over my motorcycle tank, right? Freaked out, drove home. The second I pulled it into the garage, right, I grabbed my sprayer, the first thing I could find, right, and I start dousing down the bike. If that was not distilled water,
You would
when I
have
was
some
dousing
spots.
that down, I would have had instant hard water spots on the engine as it was several hundred degrees.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah, because
So-
it would have
Yeah.
burned it. It would have boiled
It would
all
have,
that.
Yeah, it would have immediately been left a hard water spot,
Yeah.
and it would have been of the huge pain to clean. But because I didn't have that, it was really nice. So
Yeah.
distilled water is fantastic.
So just start grabbing some, and it's like I said, it's much cheaper than doing a Brita water filter pitcher thing.
Yeah.
Just get a gallon of that.
So this is my favorite. Who created this?
Magnet fisherman.
Oh boy.
With PNS Legend coming out later this month, I assume you've been testing this for a while.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, Levi. So they don't know what Legend is,
Why do they?
but Legend, it has been publicized that it is a product. I know you haven't been on the social medias in a
I have
while.
not been
Okay.
on the social
So
medias.
it has been published that this is a thing, but nobody really knows what it is yet.
Well,
so
I'm glad they used the right-
Don't let them bait you.
Yeah, that
into
feels
telling
like
you what it
bait.
is, because this is a trick. Is what they're doing.
Yeah, that's a trick.
a
Well, they
trick.
did the best looking photo.
I know,
of myself.
and they really goaded you into it because what better than
called
a
out
picture of
magnet
You would have
yourself
said
to
something.
lull
I-
you into a sense
Here's-
of security.
All right, here's
where
the
you
deal. Let's finish the
spill
question now.
beans.
PNS Legend coming out later this month. I assume you've been testing this for a while. Anything about it you can share? Will it blow our minds? No comment. CJ
Yeah.
Byrne, Anthony, you mentioned playing with a new product.
They're
Would
gonna
it happen to
literally-
come in a glass bottle in a white box from Deutschland? No.
No, it did not.
No.
No.
Sorry, CJ. Trisha!
It's different.
She's got seal and shine on her car. It's not beading or sheeting anymore. Can I just put it on again without needing to fully remove the old seal and shine?
Honestly,
Yeah.
the seal and shine probably isn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Most likely. I'm just saying.
But she could just put it back on. She could just spray
well,
it back
it's
on.
Turtle Wax
technically.
Seal and Shine. So I'm assuming she's referring
Yeah, that's
to.
what I'm saying. She could probably just put it
You
back
can
on.
literally, just use this drying aid. So Tricia, next time you wash the car and you basically soap everything down, you rinse it. Once the car is wet, just take that Seal and Shine, spray it on the panel, take your towel, and then dry it into the surface. And then wash that towel with Rags to Riches by P&S and the Rag Company to keep that towel from sealing up.
There you go. Nice.
It's a win-win.
Thanks, Trisha. Detail Dude. Tell me, guys, what do you think about topping a ceramic coating with bead maker? Not right away, of course, but during a maintenance wash, like a couple of months after the initial
Totally
application.
fine.
Totally
Totally
good.
fine. Do it.
Totally fine.
Do it. Do it.
Not gonna hurt.
Super chat. Wow.
Oh, this
Wow.
this definitely
Impressive.
hurts the show.
$4.99 from
Clapping's
David
not good.
Cervantes. I'll be paying for my absence. Levi, crack open a can of delicious goodness from your Pepsi throwback new air fridge. Well, thankfully, there was a bang in there. So, fun fact, the other fridges have a ton of soda in
Jacked
them.
up.
And we haven't brought any of it over, migrated it over to this little fridge. So, apologies
So
for
what
the
we really
emptiness.
need, okay, so honestly, so we love Pepsi, right? We drink Pepsi products literally daily. It's fantastic,
whole
right?
thing?
Keeps us going. They need to start bringing us less bangs.
Less bangs, more
Like
diet Pepsi.
seriously, guys, like it's getting really bad.
So, like, they
It was
we
a
love
whole
them.
fridge.
We
of
had a
bangs.
whole
It was
fridge of just
fridge.
bangs. And then
We can't. Our
and
hearts
sodas.
cannot take that.
And so we've finished out most of the soda, and we have what's left are mostly bangs and full sugar sodas. And remember, we're all on a weight loss
We're on a
competition.
diet, so we
need-
tend to
so
steer
we're
for the no sugar
so
stuff.
we've been trying to
Which
consume the no sugar
these
sodas.
don't have sugar.
Thank goodness.
So there's that.
Well, that does.
Well, this one does. Dang it! I've
Dane,
been
that has
fooled.
140 calories in
Oh,
it
no.
per 2 servings.
Oh no,
Dane, you should have jumped for a for one of these bad
Dane,
boys.
wait a second. Wait a second. 1 gram of sugar, 0 added sugar. Total carbs. So yeah, no, this is because
So,
they advertise like
Dane,
the protein,
this is,
baby. It's a protein.
This is 0.0000040 milligrams of sodium. 0.0000000
40% protein.
Yeah, so
Okay, so that's fine.
So
yeah.
Good
sodium,
drink then.
some.
All right.
But
Protein.
anyway, so basically, we just need to cool it on the caffeine. It's getting
a little bit.
pretty bad. So hopefully, we'll have some more
Anthony
diet
had
options.
heart palpitations yesterday.
Literally, I had an arrhythmia for literally 12 hours,
Yeah, but
man.
that's what happens when you drank 3 bangs in a row. I told
not
you not
good.
to do that.
It wore me out. I was like, should I go to the hospital last night? And I was like, no, I just need to cough a little bit.
Yeah, you just gotta hit
Ken
the-
Jeeper says website is sweet.
Thank you, Ken.
Then we got Jamie the Cleaner coming up, says, what is some of your favorite ways and dilutions to use Koch Chemi Green Star? And the new website is Fire Dudes. So favorite ways and favorite dilutions to use Green Star. So I treat Green Star very similar to how we treated Power Clean.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not as strong as Power Clean, which is not a bad thing. But for exterior use, I'll go 10-1 on Green Star. For interior use, I can go 10-1 up to 20-1. But for exterior specific niche things, so if I'm cleaning tires, full strength all day long. Just trust me. Engine bays, full strength Green Star. Undercarriage, full strength. And anything that's extremely contaminated on exterior, go full strength. Mm-hmm. It really is safe at full strength. It's not that scary. Power Clean was much scarier when you could spray Power Clean and you say, oh, I got to rinse that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I got to
wanna
rinse that like
make sure
now.
you get it.
Yeah.
Like now.
No, Power Clean can degrease an engine block.
Well, we would. I remember when Ivan was over. I remember the first couple times when he was visiting, we were shooting videos. We were using Power Clean, and we would talk while we were detailing.
he's
We'd-
like, "Oh, you better rinse
we're
that off."
filming, and we would spray something down. So we would spray Power Clean, and then we'd stand up. Hey, yeah. So Ivan, so we were talking about this, and he's like, hey, you should probably rinse that like right now.
like,
And I'm like, what? Oh, it just Power Clean. It's just in the spray bottle. He's like, yeah, that's full strength. You should probably rinse that like now. Give me the thing.
If
And
Ivan
so-
responds like that, you know it's a
It's
problem because he
strong.
loves
It's
to
strong.
to get people in the sense of like, oh, you would be panic about that if it was any other product. But these ones are good. Now, if he goes, oh no, you really need to do that, you should definitely be worried. You should definitely do it.
So Aaron's saying, I noticed that the website is different when I click it. Correct.
Yes.
It's a totally new website.
Correct.
First from Puerto Rico, rich pictures on the website revamp. I know Next Day Nate really knocked it out of
kills
the park with those new pictures. And I was commenting on it earlier, and Anthony couldn't even see the pictures. He was like, and I said, Anthony, take that blindfold off.
No, the 401k, or not 401k, the 401, the 401k, my 56k, geez, my 56k.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Modem,
Your
please.
modem
My
hadn't
56k dial-up wasn't
Yeah.
working, not my 401k.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But if you do want to talk
I
about
love
401k,
that.
we can talk about some great options from Fidelity.
Can we at least move up
Moving
to
on.
DSL? All right.
Steph saying, I love the new site. Was browsing yesterday.
Excellent.
Thanks, Steph.
Glad you took a look.
Jams. How's it from South Africa, TRC gang? Thanks, Levi, once again for the info on the coating for the Volvo Amazon paintwork. Also for the microfiber towel info before purchasing. You're welcome, brother. Appreciate you reaching out,
I've seen
man.
that picture before. That particular Amazon wagon is gorgeous.
Him and his dad do a ton of old Amazons.
RSX
So
Freak
cool.
79 coming in with love the new site, but can you please make it so we can view all products for an entire lineup instead of having to select each individual
You can
category
do that,
You
RSX
can.
Freak.
for that product line? I think you can do
You
that.
can actually. So if you go to the website and you hit one of the drop-down menus, it'll say, like, if you click exterior products, you just scroll to
all.
the right on the top. It says view all.
View all.
And if you go to microfiber towels, it's the very first option on
Yeah.
the drop-downs. So whether it's exterior or interior or any of those, the first option will allow you to view all. It doesn't
And-
say view all. It's just the first option gives you automatically by default.
Yeah, and if you say
everything.
entire lineup, like you mean brand, you can also shop by brand. That's
Yeah,
an
you can
option,
literally
too.
go to Color Lock and it'll give you everything. You can go to Kosh, it'll give you everything. So
This is interesting. Aaron's says, I see that PNS releasing a new product on Detail Image. On Detail Image, PNS has a new product like knockoff wheel cleaner.
What?
on Detail Image, PNS has a new product. I'm gonna pull that up and see what I can find.
PNS has a new product like knockoff. You're saying it's a wheel cleaner, but it's like a knockoff.
or the wheel cleaner's called knockoff.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see.
It's an
Detailed
interesting
image.
choice for a product name.
We got Connor
That
Cotton Game.
Breakbuster, I don't know why they would.
But the cutest puppy dog in the world.
That's not his.
I know.
Says, why do Koch recommend Speed 6 with medium pressure with their polishes? I love microcut, but this just swell the paint. So here's, I guess here's the thing. What we found out is that Koch over in Germany, they use a lot of rotary, right? There's a lot of rotary stuff being used over there. I don't know exactly what speed settings, or maybe if their machines that they're using are different. I don't know what the speed range of the machines that they're. For me, a speed 6 is the highest thing on a DA, right? That's like.
Got the answer.
What is it? Oh.
It's actually PNS knockoff concentrated
It's
wheel
a
cleaner.
concentrate. Yeah,
that's probably
further.
okay. That's
It's
from their
part of
main
the-
line,
it's
isn't it?
part of the Chemtrol.
The Chemtrol
line.
system.
Yeah, so
That's different.
Knockoff is an actual wheel cleaner, and it's a highly, highly, highly concentrated product, meaning you mix it with the Chemtrol unit.
Right.
So it's
Well, it's-
auto diluted.
If you're going to
for-
use that product, you already have the Chemtrol unit.
you
or
can
you're
buy it
gonna
by itself,
get it.
but
And-
yeah, it's just note that it's like a huge dilution.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about the Chemtrol unit, you can look it up on their stuff. But we did have that during TRCMA
Yeah.
where you guys talked
Yeah,
about
look
it.
it up on the TRC.
But anyways, back to this. So it recommends a speed 6. So I don't know if the rotaries are running at a different speed, but like a speed 6, I don't use a speed 6 on their polishes. So for example, on like microcut, I'll run it at probably like a 4, maybe a 5 max if I need to. And in terms of swelling the paint, I don't know. I guess
not when you're if they're polishing and it's not you're using like a Rupes and you're on speed 6 or you're on a flex.
When their pads are pretty
XFE
breathable, their
15.
pads don't get that super hot.
No.
So I don't know. I don't know
It's
why
just
they
their
would
style.
recommend that, but I would say go with traditional usages that you've normally done on normal
I
polishes.
do run
and
my
normal pads.
machines a little higher when I am using Koch products, like a 4 or 5.
Well,
I
4 or
haven't
5.
hit 6, but
But for example, though, the Last Cut Plus,
Correct.
right? Not to divvy away from this, but the Last Cut Plus is designed to be run at like a 5 or a 6.
yeah, it
Because
needs a fast cut.
It's a
high,
very
quick,
fast
cut.
very fast cutting product.
First cycle.
Yeah, for like within the cycle. And so that's a different style product, but I don't think that Koch and
Well, one thing you guys can do also is, Connor, you can go to TRCMA,
Yeah.
the series,
and watch Koch's,
and watch Koch's talk on when they go through the line and how they use this
That's
stuff. You can
extensive,
actually watch
yeah.
those guys do it. So another great resource.
Those guys need to come here.
Yeah,
I know.
we need to get those.
We need
in
to get them
the
here.
studio. That'd be great.
All right, David Cervantes says, "Wait, I found my headphones. I'm here now."
Well, we're glad
Thanks,
for that.
David. We appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Mountain Town.
Mountain Town
Aaron's-
Detail, Grand Ambassador. Oh, sorry.
wait a
Aaron's
second.
saying, "How does the Detail Factory brush with the new grip compare to the other Detail Factory brush?" It's right there in the name. It's grippier. Literally in your comment, it is much more grippier.
Just
So,
grab it. Grab the handle.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
he's talking about
it's
like on the
rubberized.
normal brushes.
talking about the
not
normal-
No,
wheel
he's
brush.
he's talking about the normal brushes.
Yeah.
So it is
Like the
rubberized.
tri-grip
It's
and
more
stuff.
rubberized and it's got a better grip.
Yeah.
So, all right,
Right.
Mountain
Mountain Town
Jamie-
Detail, Grand Ambassador of the Year 2020.
Yes.
Coming in hot with Jamie the Cleaner. Use it every way possible, he
Nice.
says.
Okay.
Piggy Trucker Jones saying, "Have you guys tried any built hamburger stuff?" Yes, I tried the Auto Foam and it is amazing. Yeah,
They
it's a
make
good
good
brand.
stuff,
It's
man.
a very
No,
good
they are
brand.
a solid brand for sure.
JWL, A up TRC crew. Greetings from Yorkshire, England. Tried Rags to Riches this week, and wow, 15 very hydrophobic towels are now soaking up water again. Even more reason to invest in quality towels now.
That's the
right.
whole
Thank you,
idea.
JWL, for using it. It's good stuff.
And I know, like, what I like is it kind of counteracts the argument of, like, oh, of course the people who make towels are going to try and sell you something to clean your towels. But the whole point is that we make your old towels that you had last longer because you can continue to
Yeah,
use
so that
them.
way you don't have to buy as many.
So it actually helps.
Still want you to buy new towels, but you know.
Well, of course. But that's the balance to this whole thing.
Aaron saying, "How do I tell if my wheel is clear coated or painted? Some wheel cleaners label do not use on a polished or uncoated wheel." So, Aaron, this is a very difficult discussion to have with somebody. But an unpolished or uncoated wheel is what's known as a very raw aluminum wheel. Very strange to have that on your car.
Like straight out of a CNC machine, kind of.
It's a raw billet or aluminum.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
in the
hey,
90s, it was very popular.
Sure. Yeah.
Custom wheels came in that uncoated, unpolished, like a polished wheel, polished aluminum wheel.
Like probably some American Racing or
Yeah.
something. had
Some of
that
those
kind.
were a polished aluminum, and
Yeah.
you could burn ever living snot out of them.
Yeah.
Now, because so many people didn't know how to clean those wheels got trashed very quickly. So a lot of the aluminum, actual raw aluminum wheels got clear coated.
Nowadays.
Nowadays,
sure.
currently, if you buy a new set of wheels, they usually have a form of a clear coat on them.
Yeah.
So if your car has the stock OEM wheels or has an aftermarket that is new that you recently purchased and they're brand new, 90% of the time you're not going to have that issue. Now, if you got on Craigslist and you bought a set of wheels from the 90s
Yeah.
that you really, really liked, chances are there is a clear coat on them from the factory, but there's another chance that those wheels may not have. One of my gigs that I always love doing, Aaron, is searching for raw aluminum wheels on Craigslist, buying them for pennies on the dollar, meaning I buy a set of 4 for $50, take them home, get my polishing ball
Yeah.
and some wheel polish or metal polish, and clean and polish out those wheels, put them back on Craigslist and sell them for $300, $400.
Sure.
So an easy way to make money over a weekend. So it's something you got to learn. It's something you got to figure out. It's something you got to do. And if you're around a lot of wheels, it's easy to learn. But if you're not, it's going to be more difficult to learn. If you want, email me, levi@theragcompany.com. I will send you pictures so that you can actually see the difference, because it is a question on the IDA CD exam and SV examination, is deciphering which are the types of wheels and what the finishes are. So
Excellent.
need to know it anyway.
Okay. We got Alex here.
Sup, TRC. What is your guys' go-to leather cleaner and protectant? Car sits outside every day all year. Want to protect my interior as much as possible. Also, cherry blade lemonade, best bang flavor. Nice. That's a good one. I haven't
Nice.
had that one.
Huh. Gotta try that one. There you go.
Some of the Color Lock line, the cleaner, the conditioner, great stuff. Can't even see it because
Sorry,
it's
a
so
little
washed out.
on camera, but
Color Lock is a great brand. Been around for years. It's a good German brand.
nobody knows leather like those guys know leather.
Basically.
Straight up.
Yeah. The other good one is Polestar and Leather Star from Koch. It's another great brand. And then, of course, Express is very easy to use on leather. Very safe, very easy. So all of them work great.
Yeah. Okay. We've got Gav.
Thanks to Levi, I used his Terminator Carpet Bomber combo on an old stain in my Camaro, and it worked great. Thanks, man. That's my
Very
combo.
nice. You're
Yeah,
getting a lot
there
of
you go.
compliments
Look at
today.
that. Wow.
I need more compliments. Dane needs more
Flattering.
compliments. You're getting too many
Well,
today.
Well, it's
Hold on,
because
I'm
I
not
am
fishing
the
for-
master of shine. This is what happens.
Is that how that
anything.
works? Okay.
It's my show, guys. I don't think this is Levi's Q&A on Thursday
I don't
with
think that's what
produced
how it
by
works.
the Rag Company with special guest host Dane and Anthony.
Oh,
Huh,
wow.
okay.
So
What a
next
turn
week
of
I'll probably get
events.
some new hosts that'll come on and help me answer questions.
We'll rotate them out.
Yeah,
you know.
that'd be great.
All right. So Jalen, Holland,
Jellin Pambib, Hallen,
You gelling? Dave, you
Jalen.
gelling?
I'm Jalen.
All right, Jay. Hey, guys, I saw Anthony churning that butter for that pre-soak. What'd you do? And would you do an actual hand wash process after that, or is that pre-soak the only thing you need to do if you're washing towels by hand?
If you're literally washing them purely by hand and you're not putting them into a washer at all, I would probably try to agitate them a lot more on like a grit guard or what the heck do you do for
Yeah.
those old school days? We're grit
No,
guard,
you literally,
right?
yeah, it's a
Just
grit guard.
agitate
It's a
it.
washboard.
Yeah, you just
gotta
agitate
remember.
it.
Yeah.
So I would agitate it as much as you can in the pre-soak, or then wring it out and then maybe dunk it in some fresh water, wring it out, and maybe let it dry. But
Yeah.
the pre-soak method was designed for towels that are extremely clogged or extremely dirty that you need to let
Let 'em
work,
soak, yeah.
let soak. And so the whole churning butter process, that is simply just to agitate it and
Yeah.
just start it going.
Break it up a
You know,
little.
break it up a little bit, and then what you could do is you can just kind of come back to that bucket, I don't know, every hour, stick your hands in it, churn some more of that butter, right? And then come back another hour, churn some more of that butter, and say, okay, it's probably good to go. Now I've worked in everything. Now I'll throw it in the washer.
Yeah, exactly.
That was me.
Okay.
That's the way to do it. Siraj, I only got the street parking where I live. What is the quickest and easiest way to wash my car without running water?
Optimum no rinse.
Yeah.
I was gonna
all
say
right.
put it into okay.
Dane, you
My
tell him.
I will tell
God,
him.
that was so fast.
The fastest way you could do this. Oh my god!
That was
I see what's
fast.
coming. Hold on. The fastest way you can do this is you get your hands on an IK sprayer, whether
Yeah.
it's a 2 or 12 if you have that capacity. You put O&R mixture, correct 256-1 in that. You go and you pre-spray the whole car. You get the whole thing done up in O&R. You let it sit for like a minute or two, do its thing. It's okay, even if it's in the sun. O&R's not going to hurt it, even if it dries. Spray a little bit more on top, and you're good to go. But then, from there, you can choose. Do you go the multi-towel method? Do you use a mitt? It's kind of your choice, but
Yeah,
you need
can
at
use
least a
mitt,
bucket.
You can use a UBS. You can use towels.
A bucket with more O&R in
Yep.
it, and you just go to town on the
Yeah,
car.
just
panel
wash
by
the
panel.
car and then dry it off.
Yeah,
We
you
have
wash
some,
it like you wash a normal car, but you're using Optimum no rinse.
How
And
about
you
this?
can
Here's an
find it at
idea. Gabe, if you're
theragcompany.com.
watching this, right? Gabe, write this idea down.
We go wash
Next
the car.
week, we're going to go take a random car to an apartment complex that we don't live in.
Oh, no.
and then just pretend we live there and wash the car in the parking
Yeah,
lot.
we're going to wash our car, and we're going to wash
Okay,
our car in the
okay.
parking
I like
lot.
We'll show you how it's done.
How to wash a car in an apartment complex.
Or we
Bam.
can just
Done.
how to
Let's
wash
make
a car
that
in a
video.
parking lot. And we could do it here. We don't have to go anywhere.
We're
No,
really trying to
I
set the
really
mood.
want to set the
though.
mood.
There's an apartment
Like-
complex across the street.
No, but
We want to have like a parking authority come by and like tell us, hey, you don't live
next
here, you
to
need
that
to
apartment
leave.
complex down there, Cold Stone Creamery. We can
Oh,
get some
that's
ice
right.
cream.
Oh, okay. We get ice cream.
Oh, so he's got
okay.
ulterior
Getting ice cream, I'm
motives.
all right with
Oh,
that.
see, I thought it was
But wait,
actually
we're on
genuinely
a
a
weight loss
good
competition.
They
idea.
have fat-free ice cream.
Oh, okay. All right. I like
No, they
this.
don't.
Okay,
All right.
so Siraj, hopefully that helps you. That is absolutely the best way you can do it. And bonus, if things are really bad, you can pre-spray it with a stronger thing like
And
OptiClean.
thank you for
example.
the video idea.
Yeah, no, great idea.
All right.
Reflections.
Reflection 7677. What's up, boys? Excited time of the week. Need the products. I look forward to hearing, talking about where to buy an Inland Empire Callier just online. Online. Literally, man. Go to our website, theragcompany.com, which has been recently refreshed. Pick up some of the
So
great
fresh,
products that we've
so
always
clean.
talked about. All right, Brent Hill. Shout out from Hill Detail Works in Dallas, Texas. Loving the show. Love having you guys on while I'm working. Thanks,
Well,
Brent.
thank
We
you.
appreciate
and thank
it,
you for
man.
having us on while you work. We
One of these
appreciate
days,
that.
we need to make a Texas trip.
We do. Got to visit our buddies down south.
So
All
we
right.
are going to be traveling again, hopefully soon, because we're all going to be vaccinated.
I currently have dead arm on my right
Dane
arm. That's
has the
why
first. I get
had
mine
that
on Saturday.
comment
Anthony
earlier.
will
I'm
probably
waiting
get
to
his
see
in
if they
about.
die off before I
Anthony will
get
probably
mine.
get his about 4 months later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
So it's been a little.
Be excited to see
Tender.
Dane and I at an event near you, maybe.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right, we got Paragon
Paragon.
Automotive Detail in the house. Says, good afternoon, TRC fam. Congrats on the new website. Looks so sick. Shark emoji.
Slick.
Nice.
Is that a shark?
No,
a
that's
fire.
a flame. It's lit.
Fire. See.
Fam.
I can't tell what it looks like. A bush from
Look
here,
over here.
like
It's
a
right
fiery
here. You can
bush.
see it.
Oh,
See, it's on the
boy.
monitor right there.
Oh,
Here it comes. This
the
is what we were
speed-
laughing at a minute ago.
The speed at which this was made was incredible.
That's impressive.
Boise
Also, that
Hills
is a
Ninja.
terrible picture of
Fun
it. Thank
fact.
you
Fun
for getting
fact.
that.
We could go to the Boise Hills apartment complex if we want to. They
That
have
looks-
a Boise
that
Hills.
looks like-
Hills Ninja O&R
Is that my
wash.
SEMA 360
It
picture?
is your SEMA
that what that
360
is?
picture.
My God, that's a
deep-
horrible,
that's a
horrible
deep
photo.
pull.
I was barely conscious for that picture, but we'll take it, I guess.
Who found that?
Boise Hills Ninja. Beautiful. So, with the new website, if we were previously signed up for the newsletter, are we still signed up or do we need to resubscribe?
You should still be.
You should still
signed
be
up.
on there. The whole point was when the website got updated, a lot of people received an email to their original email saying, hey, check out the website. It's new and different. So if you didn't receive that email, you might want to resubscribe to the newsletter. Otherwise, you're in. Okay, moving on from that terrible
Reflections
picture.
saying, I'm a mobile detailer and would hate to have to order online. I'd like to buy and just go back to clean and shining. Do you know where to go? Reflections, again, you can go online, and while you're there, you can look for any of our Rag Company dealers who have signed up with a dealer program and whether or not they have product available. Or you could become a dealer yourself and sell some of these products. Point is, though, online's the best bet. You get the most discounts. Sign up for the business program so you get 15% off everything in the store every day, as well as discounts on case quantities.
Now, there's one other option. You may not find the whole lineup, but we have distributors around the country.
We do.
You can look on our distributors page.
So I was
on the
saying, once he
website.
gets
Yeah.
on there, that's what I was saying at the
So,
beginning.
Just in case.
Get on and look for some of the dealers in your area if there are available. So.
But online, we ship fast. I
Yeah,
want to
you're gonna get
emphasize
it in 2
that.
days, man.
We're quick, dude.
What a name here. We got Zachary Jernigan.
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 You know what this reminds me of? That's a masculine name. What's that guy's name on Futurama?
Fry?
Not Fry.
Zach, Brat. What's the
yes.
guy?
He
Yeah.
almost said Zach Braff.
Yeah, no, you're on the path.
Yeah, it's Zach. It's like that. Brannigan. Zach Brannigan.
Zach.
Oh,
Z-
Zach Brannigan,
Zach
yes.
Zach
Brannigan.
Brannigan. That's right.
Zachary
Okay.
Jernigan.
Zach
That-
Jernigan.
It's kind of in that same realm.
Yeah.
And he's
right?
got that hiked up.
Yeah. So, Zach Brannigan saying, hey guys, what's your thoughts on diluted APC as an interior cleaner versus a dedicated product like PNS Express? I always thought that a high pH cleaner was too aggressive for an interior. Yes, that's why we always say super diluted APC.
Super diluted.
Like 20 to 30 to 1 before you even touch an
Because
interior
while
with
it
it.
won't necessarily, while diluting an APC won't necessarily change the pH value to a certain degree. I mean, very very little. When it's
It'll probably turn a
diluted,
12 to a 10.
maybe yeah. When it's diluted to that much of a degree, it is safe. It is fine. It just depends on how concentrated the product is. But for most of the time, using an APC is using something that on a vehicle that truly needs it. Most of the time, you can get away with just an everyday cleaner such as Express or maybe all-surface cleaner.
Heck, even O&R.
Or O&R.
256 to 1
There's-
works amazing as an
There's so
interior
many
cleaner.
different things that you can
Very
use that for a
inexpensive.
maintenance clean.
Yeah.
So here we go. We have Chris Marcial says...
He's just giving you the cheat code.
I like this though. Words that always start funny convos with a TRC crew. Foaming O&R, Cracker Barrel, Cremo. Holy crap, we haven't talked about Cremo in a long
You
time.
guys
Yeah,
did.
but
We
he
talked about it a
remembers.
little bit this morning.
Pepsi, Dixon Flannels, Lacquer Thinner, Stale Gummies, Jagganoff, and Anthony's Evo.
Those are good times. Good times.
Cremo
Man.
for men.
Cremo
Chris,
for men, one of our favorites.
sir,
Still use
pay
it
attention.
daily when I'm shaving.
Have you been using? Did you ever crack open the Cremo Reserve
I
blend?
did.
The Reserve.
Yes.
Holy crap, that stuff smells amazing.
It does. It's a little too much though for me.
Oh, it's
So-
it's like pure wood.
Yeah,
I
no, it's like
wish
wood
there
and
were
whiskey.
detailing products that
It is like
smelled
taking a
Cremo
lumber yard and
products.
putting it on my face.
Cremo
Yeah.
nails it.
Cremo.
Smells.
Are you still using the Cremo body wash, Dane?
Yes.
What are you using?
I got the
Cedar and
bourbon
cypress
one right now, but I like the more woodsy, like timber scented ones and stuff. Like those are really nice.
Yeah.
Like the pine.
Yeah,
I love that.
I'm out of body wash. I need to get some more
What have you been
Cremo.
using?
I have some
O&R?
Old Spice. O&R, yeah. No, I've got some Old Spice Fiji.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
not
I've
bad.
got that, but I need the English gentleman back
I
in
like
my
those
life.
So-
Cremo bottles though. They look kind of like
man, they're
aviation
nice.
gin bottles.
Yeah.
They got that.
So
really
do you know what
cool
I've been
look
using?
to 'em.
I've been using something that you don't have, but Dane has. I've been using the KCX
Oh, that's
hair
right.
and body shampoo.
That's right. You guys have been using the Koch
It's
hair and body
amazing.
shampoo.
It's seriously
Great.
for
The
a
smell
chemical
is
company.
extremely good.
For a detailing company making body wash. That
It's like they
stuff's
know what
good,
they're doing.
man.
We need to get some. I think we need to add it as a product.
It
period.
lathers up really well.
That can be our foray into more beauty products because right now we have like some beauty towels, but it's very limited. People know us for
for
detailing.
yourself.
Dude,
But at the end of the day,
A big one, one of the big one towels, and some of that.
Yeah, but we are
shower
a
pack.
microfiber towel company. We can cover all the bases we want. Before we got bigger in the detailing space, we were selling a lot of stuff to hotels where
Yeah.
like our primary customers
Correct.
and stuff. We still do, but it's just detailing kind of took a hold and
that body
we run
wash,
with it ever
I
since.
would order a case of it straight up. And so Andrew from Coach said that she's trying to get some more of it in, right? So he can obviously build our inventory up here at
Correct.
TRC.
I'm good with that.
But that is hands down one of those. It feels odd when you're saying I'm using a detailing company's body shampoo, right?
It's good enough for my car.
But
It's good enough for me.
It feels more like cool. I don't know how else to describe it. It's kind of like when you grab
The
it.
packaging
Yeah.
on the bottle is cool, and I know it's kind of a dorky thing, but I told him I really liked the cap with the full pop top. The way it was
Yeah,
designed, it
full
was the
pop top.
entire lid shifts, not just like a little part of it. It was like the whole thing. Small stuff, but I like that.
You guys,
so
There you go.
yeah.
Alex
Okay.
Duas saying, beautiful day for a Q&A. Happy Friday Eve. How you doing, man?
I'm back several comments. Hold on, guys.
And yeah, Dane, you went to the wrong page.
Yep.
You were right there.
Well, that
All
feels way
right.
too far. There we go. Okay. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Avodic.
A lot of comments came in while
I
we
was the
talked.
guy that asked the question about the canopy last week. Well, I bought one and didn't secure it properly, and it flew away and almost scratched my client's
Oh,
car.
no.
So, Avodic, we
all
talked
talked
about
about
that.
securing
you
it.
have to
you
secure
have
it.
to secure it. Sandbags.
Cinder
can't.
blocks, sandbags, whatever you got to do to
get,
hold it down.
Get some 5-gallon buckets,
Hold
just
it
fill them with rocks and dirt, and keep them with you. I am
Holy
sorry
crap.
about
You
that,
can't.
but you have to anchor every single. And we
Oh,
talked about
no.
this.
It's
we talked
literally a
about it on the
sale if
live.
you don't do
It
that.
literally said you have to keep it down. You have to buy stuff to do that. You can also just do buckets of water. 5-gallon buckets of water.
Yeah.
will hold it down.
If you got buckets anyway, you might as well.
That's why it comes with those little strings. Tie them to the buckets. That's what
Dude,
they're
that
for.
poor guy. He's
I
not
feel
his
bad,
After
man.
last week's Q&A, he's probably like, I got that's the answer. I'm gonna go get it. They talked about protecting my skin. I'm on my way. He goes and gets it.
was 75% of the way
he's
there.
Like looking at it like, wow, it's awesome.
It takes off and catches.
No,
So-
I'm sorry. That
Sorry,
sucks.
man. I had that happen. I have had that happen. I used to have 2 of them set up in front of, actually 3 set up in front of my shop. Remember, I had the 2 bay doors. I would set up all 3 out front because
Yeah.
I would park 2 cars under it in the front.
It
and
was
my
like
guys would,
extending your roof,
yeah,
essentially.
and guys would work out front in there, and that way we could get at least I could have 4 cars getting detailed at the same time in a 2-bay shop. What worked was I used buckets of water. I got 5-gallon buckets. I filled them with water with the garden hose, and then I would just tie them down. One time, one of my guys didn't take it down,
Oops.
and a massive windstorm came in,
Of course.
and it caught both of them, even with the weights, and lifted them off the ground. Thankfully, we were all gone that night. We had gone home, but my guys closed the shop, and normally I'd tell them, bring them down, take the tents down.
Yeah.
And just all they do is take them down and set them on the ground inside the
They're
garage
not going to
door.
blow away if they're not deployed.
They left them deployed because I don't know why.
Yeah.
But lifted both of them, threw them into my fence,
At least it was your
completely
fence and not the
tore
building.
them apart because I had barbed wire and razor wire on my fence on the top.
Turns out it works.
Sliced them up. The next day, so I saw them on my camera at like midnight because they caught motion. And I watched it back and I was like, oh my God, like they literally flew and then like wrapped all over. Then we went the next morning, had to tear them off, pull them off the fence. Thankfully, they didn't hit any cars, but I've had that happen. So you do need to make sure that they are mounted to the ground the best way you possibly can. So
Don't feel bad like you're the only one. Just don't let it happen again.
yeah, learn from it.
Yeah. All right. We got Ken here. Taking a
Legend
swing
equals
and
Beatmaker Max. No, not really.
missing.
Nope.
All right.
Not quite.
Oh, look at this. Another very interesting name. Very like,
Landon Hargis. Also, I've been very interested in offering paint correction and enhancements. I've looked into Uno Protect and Beadmaker after watching your 20-minute one-step. How much correction will I get? Quite a bit, but remember, it's not a lot.
I'd probably say like 30%.
Yeah. You're going to get enough that
Generally.
you're going to be
Not
very
bad. It's not
impressed.
bad.
Yeah. You'll be very impressed with it, especially if you use it with the blue wool. You'll be very impressed with the amount of correction you get. But remember, there is, especially as a new detailer starting out or a new detailer starting to offer paint correction, there is no such thing as 90% to 100% correction on paint. You will not achieve that.
that's a controversial take, but I agree.
90 to 100% is only available when you have multiple coats of clear coat on the vehicle and you have plenty of material to be able to sand out, because your factory finish does not have that much clear coat on it. You cannot achieve that level. But 90% perfection or 80% is way nicer than anything anybody will ever notice with the naked eye.
The average customer will have no idea what the difference between 85% and 100% is.
They won't notice it.
Average person
But
won't have a clue.
someone will notice a massive difference between, let's say you're at a, the car's been run through car wash, 100 times a year, the scratches and swirls in it.
Yeah.
And we'll say that, we'll call that a 10%. And then we're going to use Beadmaker and Uno Protect combo and a wool Rupes pad on a 15 Mark III Rupes. You're going to get 30 to 40% correction. So you're going to jump from that 10 to a 40 or a 50. It's going to be so noticeable, that difference, that your customers are going to literally lose their mind.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to love the way that looks.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going for coatings, depending on what the product is and depending on the car and what the customer is willing to pay and whether you're willing to do those next few steps of 2 to 3 level 2-step corrections, that's up to you.
Yeah.
And that's really up to the customer. But just kind of get that baseline. After you get to that 50%, you really only have 30% more to go to get to that 80%, which is good enough to get it coated and looks great. People won't even notice. You won't even notice. It's going to be hard.
Well,
I mean, think of your Honda. That thing looks flawless.
If
Is
we're
it?
being
Is it though?
No.
No, but we've traveled.
Yeah.
We've traveled the world, and we've met people that have seen the pictures of your car or the videos of your red Honda that we've done videos in here. And they're like, man, I can't even imagine how good that paint is on there and how gorgeous it is.
Just imagine. Yeah. Just don't.
But
yeah.
the point is,
Yeah. It's not. Yeah.
but your car is nicer than anybody else's on the road, right? About 80% of the cars.
Maybe here in like the 50-mile radius. Absolutely. Yeah. Probably.
Here's what I want to emphasize, though, to everybody out there. It's probably going to upset some people, but the reality is if that car is going to spend 24 hours or more outside during a week, it is irresponsible to go beyond that mark, I think.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you're eliminating so much clear that the next time you're going to do it, you're screwing yourself
Oh, yeah,
over,
you're
or the
screwing
next guy
yourself,
over
yeah.
who has to polish it and suddenly,
It's
oh, crap,
stressful.
I went through. You just run into that scenario, and there's no need for it. The customer, honestly, unless they are a detailer too and they see what you see, it's just not going to be a factor. Even if you're in your head thinking it is, really work it out with the customer and figure out if that's really what they want.
No,
Exactly.
that clear that's on there is precious.
There's,
Yeah,
I mean,
treat it-
unless
you have
precious.
a finite amount left.
my
on
point
that.
is, if
precious.
it's spending time being driven on the daily or weekly or anything like that, there's no reason to do
Well,
it.
you gotta
If it's a
look at,
show
like-
car, it sits in
Yeah.
a trailer or in a garage and never leaves, such as Anthony's Evo over here,
What?
then it's okay. Then it makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's really it. There's,
All right. We gotta keep going.
you're not
Dan
gonna-
Pfeiffer coming in hot says, "Dang it, I'm late. Word up from Minnesota. And a happy Friday Eve. Got my spring sale order arriving tomorrow.
Nice.
Exciting.
Nice. Also says we'll be using CTV3 for the first time. Any tips or tricks on application on a CSL EXO? No, spray and wipe.
baby. Yeah.
Spray and wipe.
Get after it.
Now to page 2.
Kyle Eugene saying all soda is bad. You should drink water. Way healthier.
Well, okay, that's why I was looking
okay,
around
golly.
earlier. I was looking for my water bottle. I have a water bottle all day here.
Yeah,
I
we
know
all have
you guys
water at our
have
desks,
water
man.
too. Yeah.
Gosh.
So just because you see somebody with a soda in their hand every time you see them on camera or something like that doesn't mean that they're only drinking that all day, because your exposure to them is only what you see on camera.
Unless their name's Levi Gates, Master of Shine.
Levi
And then
is an
Pepsi
exception
needs to
the
know
rule.
that I
he always
only
has a soda.
drink the finest Diet
true.
Pepsis.
They're like, dude, no, you should really start drinking water, Levi.
As long
From a
as it's
Pepsi company.
Aquafina.
I'm just saying that whole unhealthy fan relationship where they think they know a person because they've seen them on camera enough times. That's how it
All
works.
right, so here we go. We got Ricky Cologne saying, "Hey guys, watching the podcast while reviewing some work documents. Question: what do you recommend for light scratches on the hand plastics or the hard plastics inside the car, top of the door panel, door sill, kick panels, etc.?" What do you recommend for light scratches? So first off, I would check to see if the scratches are scuffs. So like the VLB brush is a good brush at trying to verify whether it's a
Remove
scuff
that
or a
surface
scratch.
stuff.
If it is a scratch, you could try maybe some filler. Not filler, sorry. Like some color lock. What's it called? What do we call it stuff? The color lock stuff. The color.
Oh, refresh.
Refresh. You could try if it's black. You could try refresh. If it's a different color, you could try whatever gray.
Whatever
or
color. You
tan
can
or
order
whatever
that
it
from
be.
colorlock.com.
I was like,
And you
Colorlock
can
will
order
do
that from
custom
Colorlock.
color
But
based on your.
some interior scratches, you just gotta accept.
Yeah, you're just
it.
gonna have to accept. It's like Anthony has always had to learn to accept the scratches in the new Forerunner.
Yeah, like a dog.
Absolutely. In the
scratches
new
it or
Forerunner.
something.
In the Civic, I couldn't accept them, so I went to the junkyard and found whatever.
Literally
better
got
panels
new
I could
panels.
find.
Fresh panels.
I was
Yeah,
not cool with these.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he followed up there. Just saying, not dressing them as after they still show.
Yeah. Super chat from Corey Wagner. Nice.
wow.
Look at us raking in that cash money.
We need
All
to have
right.
a meal soon.
Can't wait. I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. I finally fixed my foaming issues. It wasn't the cartridge, it wasn't the water. It was a defective OG MTM hydro, so I upgraded to the 22.2 GSF.
Wow.
Party.
Okay.
Amazing.
22.2
Corey, we're
is
glad
good.
Nice,
we're glad
Corey.
that
Good
was
work.
able to work for you.
Nice. And thank you. All right, we got
Oh,
Aaron's.
PNS should release a sprinkling water bead maker flavor, like a sparkling water bead maker. Delicious.
Truly.
GSF dilution in the IK Foam Pro 2. Foam Master Anthony, since Morgan's gone, still miss her though.
Oh,
Oh, that's good.
Oh, he wants to know the dilution of the GSF.
what
in
is the
in a Foam
dilution?
Pro 2.
You're mixing like in the Foam Pro 2.
So his question was GSF dilution in IK Foam Pro 2 from Foam Master Anthony since Morgan's gone. Because she was the Foam Master
I would do
prior
like
to you.
1 ounce.
Okay, 1 ounce in that,
Like 1
1,000
ounce.
milliliters,
It's not 1,000.
500.
No.
No, I'm saying in the foam cannon. If it's 1,000 milliliters,
The foam
Hans,
can or the Foam Pro 2 sprayer, pump sprayer?
pump sprayer.
Yeah, 1 ounce.
Okay, yeah, in a 32 ounce.
Yeah, it's like 30.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
30 ounce of liquid.
okay.
Breeze Town. I like that name.
Yeah.
Recently started using PNS Express Interior. Is it safe on Alcantara?
Alcantara.
Yeah, you can use it on Alcantara. Yeah, it's one of those things where there's other Alcantara cleaners that are specific for cleaning that fabric.
Dedicated.
But I don't think Express is going to do anything wrong. It'll still clean it. I would just make sure that whatever residue is left behind by the Express, maybe come back with like a damp microfiber towel with just water, and then just kind of clean that up a little bit. That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is removing the residue.
The residue, because it'll hold on to the residue. First from Puerto Rico, Umberto says, yes, when Ivan LaCroix has extremely profound knowledge.
Okay.
Back
I
to
don't
the
know.
power clean comment
Ah,
about,
yes,
oh,
yes.
you better wash that off.
Yep.
'Cause he likes to
Aaron
mess with
saying,
people.
what does Beadmaker taste like? Pan the Organizer
No, he
drank
did not.
Beadmaker
He did
in
not
one of his
actually
videos.
drink
Now that
it.
was orange juice.
Yeah.
That was
That was
literally orange juice.
in a bead maker bottle.
Yeah.
Looks similar though.
Yep. Mountain Town Grand Ambassador of the Year 2021. Great great bad news or 2020, I should say. Got great bad news today. Sorry, I was having a stroke. Had a couple of chipping spots in my epoxy chipped garage floor. Well, my installer came out to look at it, and guess what? Yep, replacing the whole floor. Bad bond. I am sorry, man. That's a bummer.
sucks.
Hopefully, he's doing it for not much. Get that fixed.
Man, dude, I would. So that's, remember we had this discussion about epoxy floors. Remember, because you're like, what are you gonna do, Anthony, in your house? And I was afraid of the epoxy.
So
I
what
love
I'm gonna
epoxy
do-
floors,
so-
but it's scary to me.
Yeah, because of that. It's the fact that it can chip and break. So here's my idea. I'm gonna stain my concrete.
With what?
Dye.
Are you gonna polish it?
With,
You gonna polish it at all, or
I don't know. I think someday what I'm going to do is just
polished
kind of.
concrete looks good.
I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit. Maybe muriatic acid. I'm going to clean the concrete as best someday. This is on my list of someday.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use dye. Concrete dye is how I'm going to do mine, and I'm just going to dye it a different color, not like a clean white. Or I'm going to do like a green.
So how do you polish concrete? You just use
Get
the
a
pads,
grinder
the
and-
grinders.
Polisher.
Yeah, like the floor polisher, like we used to have.
Yeah,
and then
'cause
you get the pads. And
I
just, like,
also
sands
agree
them
that
on.
polished concrete looks
look
extremely
really
good.
I'm just speaking from having had an epoxy floor in my garage. I took basic care of it, maintained it the way it said it was supposed to. Honestly, it looked great for the first year, and now it just looks like garbage.
Yeah,
It's
that's why I think I'm
not-
just going to do a dye
not
because
great.
I don't need it to. I don't care about cleaning it up. I need it to patina. I want it to look old.
Well,
So,
it sucks
yeah.
for our friend though
So-
because that means he has to pull everything out
Whole
of his
thing.
garage.
My gosh.
Everything.
I'm
now
sorry,
we're not
man.
we're not moving on because we actually have a break coming up
Yes.
here.
Oh.
So we're going to take a quick break after these messages from us anyway. We'll see you in a few. So hold on.
Hey man, did you see it? Did I see what? The new website. No, what? Let's check it out. Ragcompany.com. Oh. Oh man. Oh man. You gotta subscribe to the newsletter. Go to the bottom of the page, punch in your email, and get all the notifications. I'm telling you. At the bottom of the page, right? Awesome.
Hello, and welcome to a promo for our new series called Satisfying Saturdays. Now, what are Satisfying Saturdays? Well, I'll tell you. They're a little bit of audio, a little bit of video, put together in a satisfying combination while we do some sort of detailing on the side there, you could say. It's ASMR adjacent. So it's not going to be perfect ASMR, but it's mostly just going to be sounds of brushes and foam and water and detailing products. Just a very satisfying combination of all the things you love about detailing without any of the, noise that you don't want to have in there, right?
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Something you can just relax to, put on in the background. I don't care how you watch it, I just care that you watch it. So, that's really all there is to say about it. Check it out, I think you'll enjoy it.
Hey guys, Levi with the Rag Company. Have you ever wondered what it takes to turn a car from a zero to a hero? Have you ever wondered, can you buy a car and fix it back up and then resell it for a lot more money? Well, if those are the questions you've been asking, have I got the show for you.
Yeah. I
That's
kind of feel
right.
like these previews
We
should have
here
the
at
music
the
bed
Rag
in the
Company
background
bought
when he's
ourselves a
talking
project
because it
car,
feels so low
and
energy.
over
when
the
he's not.
course of the next year, we're going to be doing all kinds of cool stuff to it. We're going to be polishing it. We're going to be cleaning it. We're going to be putting new
What?
parts on it, fixing the wheels, fixing the interior, fixing
Oh,
the
yeah?
dings,
They good?
fixing the dents, fixing the clear coat, all that stuff. We're even going to be cleaning the windows.
Sick.
Can you believe it?
So it's gonna be
And
fun
we
installing
are gonna
those
be
and
finding
showing
lots
it.
of
Oh
fun
yeah, I'm
parts to
excited
put
for
on,
that.
kind of personalize
Then I need to
it
do that
and
on
make
my
it
own
our
car.
That's right. It's TRC Rex. That's what we've been calling it, and it's a pretty rad little car. And we're hoping to turn it from a zero into a hero.
Hey guys, Anthony with the Rag Company, and have you checked out our Instagram? You haven't? You have? I'm not really sure, but it is arguably the most entertaining Instagram page of all time. It's hilarious. There's tons of cool towel posts and detailing products, and I'm not really selling this, am I? Not really? Okay. Well, it's a really cool page where we post a ton of sale content as well as cool pictures of new products and new releases and kind of everything we do there. And we also host the Grand Ambassador program on there as well, which is our take on a sponsorship. Now, to learn more about the Grand Ambassador program, just check out the link down below in the description, and it'll take you to one of the main pages that kind of talks about the program and what we do, but is ultimately our take on a sponsorship. And we've had plenty of Grand Ambassadors watching this show with you right now. So you can check out our Instagram in the links below. Make sure to check it out. Give us a follow. I think that you're really gonna like it.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to Q&A Thursday, where we realized our mics may have been hot.
Apparently
for a
our
little while
mics
there.
were hot on them. I'm glad I didn't say anything incriminating.
Yeah, just
However,
looking out.
our good friend Pete Banda, or Pepsi Pete,
Pepsi Pete.
must be watching the show because he just texted me and said, "Do you guys need some product?"
Ooh.
I
Yes,
said, yes, we
Pete.
do, Pete.
Some more
So-
Major Melon Zero Sugar.
yeah.
So I really
Not
did.
be
I loved
unwelcome.
Alex's. That's great. That stuff makes me happy. He makes those every week for us.
It's
Can
so
you believe
great.
that?
Yeah,
So nice.
so awesome.
That is
Love those.
that is let's just say that is definitely some raising the bar
Dedication.
stuff. Some
Dedication.
dedication. I like seeing
Also, if you see like what appears to be snow falling from the ceiling onto
It's
me, I
snowing
think
in
somebody
here.
might be working on the roof or something.
Yeah,
because
someone's walking on the roof
that
outside.
ceiling panel was just like shedding little flakes of white
Yeah,
acoustic
they look
tile.
like orbs crossing the front of our camera.
So,
all
look
right.
out for
So,
that.
Bait Addict asking, can I participate in the UK cut? And then he used some weird ghost numbers that I don't know what those are. I think those are from an age gone by. It started at 72.7 kilograms, 20.7 kilograms of body fat. Now I'm down to 69.5 kilograms.
Wow.
17.4 kilograms of body fat. I've been training 5 days a week, eating at a small deficit.
Wow.
Okay, cool, man.
Jeez.
So here's the deal,
That's-
Bait Addict.
Bait Addict
Tell
coming
him how
with
it
a,
works.
just
Coming
a
in,
really
coming in hot.
forward.
He's
approach.
trying, man. He's
Bait,
trying.
you got to post on the Rag Company podcast discussion group on Facebook that information. And when you do a weigh-in, so you need to make a Bait Addict Facebook page, basically, is what you're going to have to do, I think. And then take a picture of your feet. You don't have to do your face, but every time you weigh in, when we do our live check-ins on our weigh-in every Monday morning, that's where you post your progress. Post it on those. So we've got 8 weeks now, but we started last week. So these numbers, just post them on there and then weigh in every week so we can see your progress and track it so you can get entered to win yourself a case of Eagles.
Yeah.
Because Richard Wakefield, Luke Berge joined us. I don't know if Luke's still going, but we've got a few folks that have been joining in, helping post their weight and things.
They
So
have.
do that way.
All right. Next up, we have, by the way, Rags to Riches is starting to revive my towels that didn't want to get revived.
Finally.
First off, I would like to point out that Bait Addict is saying this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bait Addict was
Bait
like the
Addict
most
is saying
skeptical
this.
of the skeptical
That
of the
guy,
skeptical.
honestly, he is skeptical of everything. But Liz says, did another pre-soak and agitated using the method Rennie Doyle shows, and now your video did a hot wash. I have an extra hot setting, so I thought hot would be safe in this case. No issues. Usually are warm. Usually
Okay.
use warm.
Noted.
So that's amazing.
Nice. Really nice.
Think
I'm
about
just
that.
happy
Bait
that Bait
Addict is
Addict
saying
towels are
that.
finally coming around, understanding Rags to Riches is here to help, and in the end, he ends up having old towels that are now useful again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's
All right, I
what
have
matters.
a new question here. Trisha.
Trisha.
Saying, how can I make my black Mazda 3 shine and look super black without polishing? Sorry for the beginner questions. Thanks, guys. Levi Gates, take this over.
Oh, man. So, Trisha, thanks for asking
Master of
that
Shine
question.
himself.
So, here's the deal. There are still some products you can go to the store and buy. If you're looking to you can go to Walmart, you can go to AutoZone, you can go to these places and pick these up. They have a hand polish Usually, there are some products out there. Meguiar's has some all-in-one polishes that have a bit of a protectant in it. You can put that on there. I think Turtle Wax makes some great ones
Turtle Wax
that you can
definitely
do
made
by
some stuff like
hand,
that.
where you literally are going to basically, or go old school and get yourself a paste wax and paste wax the car, wax the car by hand on the driveway. It's tedious, but you can also buy a little handheld polisher that you can get, put that stuff on there, buff it on. In a sense, it's a very cheap, inexpensive way, but that's going to get you the most amount of shine out of your vehicle by using a polish, a hand polish, and then putting a coat of wax on it. Or you could use bead maker, or you could still use your spray and shine on there. But the key is you do have to hand polish the surface. So you can always email me, levi@theragcompany.com. I can get you some products that'll help you out. In the UK, there's a lot of products that are a hand polish that a lot of them still use to increase gloss on their car. And that's really what we're looking at is that gloss and depth that we want. So,
Holy crap. That cover right there, that one is tight. Brand new.
Secure.
We literally just pulled this out of the packaging. And so
That's a good example of what people can expect the first time
the fit
they
on these things is
swap
so
them.
tight.
Very
so
tight.
It needs to be. But it's definitely, you got to, basically how this works is you slide the sock over.
nice.
And you really just got to crank it down. Basically.
And then hit that little snap.
And then you got to hit the snap. There you go.
All right, Dane, next
All
one.
right, feature
Badeau guy.
filled. There
Hello,
we
I
go.
live in Belgium, which is Europe. When I want to buy PNS products that I cannot find here from the site in the US, the shipping costs are very high. Is it possible to find more products in Europe than the most popular is Beadmaker, Interior Cleaner, Brake Buster? Great products, by the way, from TRC. Badeau guy, yeah, so Rag Company Europe, the ragcompany.shop is starting to bring in more of the PNS lineup. The hard part is they are still getting all the SDSs squared away for Europe. And so as each one is getting approved by the EU, then more products are allowed to be entered into the country. So for PNS. So they're working on it.
Yeah, they're definitely aware.
Jason Wallace,
Jason?
can you use KCAX H9 with a DA, or is it strictly for rotary use? Watch them while enjoying my week-old gummies. Delicious. Anthony, you're a genius.
Man of culture, I see. I
Madman.
appreciate that. What gummies did you decide to go with, by the way? I'm curious to know.
We'll find out.
There's a few out there that I like to sit for 1 week. Then there's a couple that are like a couple weeks.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
there's the case where it's months have gone by, and I open something up and I say, "Oh my gosh, these are."
These are gonna be
My
good.
mouth is watering right now.
You actually start drooling into the bag and they rehydrate, and you're like, oh, God.
And then he takes one bite in and loses
Fun
a tooth.
fact, though, you know what I've never had? Peach rings that have been sat out for more than a week or two. You know what peach rings?
Yeah.
That's a gummy I've never dried out.
You're only a
to the
fresh
point-
man. You like the fresh peach
No,
ring.
It's not long
I'm
enough.
just
Oh, you
saying,
just
I'm just
never
saying-
attempted it.
I'm just saying I've never attempted it because I always go for gummy bears, or always go for
We
like
have
the
to-
twin
we may have to
cherries, or I
jump
always
on
go
this.
for so
Get it
many other
going.
options.
If you wait long enough, it'll be like eating a real dried peach.
Oh my god, it sounds amazing, Dave. My mouth is literally
But with none of the
salivating.
nutritional value.
Salivating right now. Yeah.
All
right,
right.
Gav.
So technically, back to the answer. We never answered his
Oh, right.
question.
Yes, sorry.
So Jason, the H9, you can use it with a DA. It is specifically designed to work better with a rotary,
But you can't use
but
it
you
with a DA.
can use it with a DA.
You
I would
notice
say
the difference,
if you use
though.
it with a DA, you're gonna get good cut. You're gonna be slower than technically than if you would because of the rotary design. But you'll be fine. It'll work.
Yeah, it'll still work. Gap details. Anthony, everyone loves your sarcastic, quick wit.
Thank you. I appreciate
Back
that.
when he was
man.
fishing for compliments.
Call
he
it a
found
rapier wit.
This is the compliment thing. Yes, thank
Yep.
you. I asked for it, so I still appreciate it.
He says it's a factory OEM wheel, but it has a painted design. Not sure of the pattern. It's on a 2017 Toyota Corolla
has a
SE
coating.
wheel.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's
it is a
You'll be
clear
fine.
coated wheel. You are good to go.
Yeah. Decon.
Speaking of the Master of Shine, any insight on when the next podcast will drop? So I know I'm like a week away.
Levi,
from that.
your intro is so good.
Yeah, you like
Master
it?
Shine. It's a little
Ding, ding,
banjo,
ding, ding, a little bluegrass.
little bluegrass. Yeah, gets people going.
It's just me sitting down and doing a podcast. I probably should do one tonight, but I find myself being lazy. Last night was a perfect night. I could have done it. Yeah. But you know what I did instead? After we put the kids to bed, the wife and I climbed into bed about 9 o'clock, literally sat and hung out and played this wood puzzle game on our phones till midnight.
Okay. Pretty good game.
It's a game where we're trying to see who can get the high score first between the two of us.
So is it more like actually building a puzzle, or is it like Tetris where you're eliminating stuff?
No, it's kind of like it's a cross between Tetris, but you also have to create lines. So you can create a line in any way, like in vertical or horizontal.
So it's like Scrabble?
Kind of.
Okay.
It's a wood puzzle.
Huh.
So you have to create a line vertically or horizontally, and then you get points based on how well you do it.
Okay.
And then if you can't use a piece, then it ends the game. So what we've noticed is we've both gotten to these very high percentages, about 2,000 and higher. But ever since we've made that, it now like basically lets us get to about 300 or 400 and then wipes us out. So, but anyway, so we've been, it's very addicting.
Do you want to know one of the
But
worst...
basically, I finished and I was like, man, I killed like 4. I could have just gone and recorded a podcast right now. I should have done that. Dang it.
Do you want to know one of the worst games you could ever play? Ooh. This is a game that I actually downloaded because I wanted me and Katie to try it out, right? It's just a single player game, so we just kind of have to take turns. If you ever want to lose your mind, literally lose your mind, download a game called Getting Over It.
Oh.
That sounds like a game designed
the game that we're playing is called Woody or Woody Puzzle.
Oh.
It's good stuff.
You should say, hey, Carly, you want to play some Woody?
Yeah. No, we just sit there together and
hold on.
Look out for us. Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Dane's doing it right with that Mocha Madness.
Paragon, you know what you're looking at.
Very nice.
Okay.
Degon, hopefully I'll have a podcast out this week.
Avatic says, how do you guys separate your microfiber towels when washing them? And are they exceptions that apply? And are there exceptions that apply?
So here at the studio, what I try to do is I keep exterior towels with exterior usage. So I usually wash like our last step towels and our drying towels together. And then I try to keep our glass towels separate. Or if I do, I wash our drying towels with our glass towels with twists.
Yeah.
It just depends on what we're working on. And then all our all-purpose towels, so our interior towels and stuff, are usually washed together. Yeah. I separate into like 3 bins basically, and that's kind of how we do it. Now, good rule of thumb: always separate your glass towels specifically from your other towels. So glass towels should always be by themselves, and then your drying towels should always be by themselves or with another exterior towel, depending on how you do it. So, at like my house, I have all-purpose, final exterior, and drying. And so my drying towels usually get washed, and I throw my glass towels in with my drying towels. So that's kind of how do you do it at your house?
So, man, I used to be crazy about it. I used to be like literally crazy about how I did this. Then my car started becoming so clean all the time that I just, so for example, like the other day, washed my car, O&R wash in the garage. Car was pretty dirty. Had some dirty rain on it, right? Wheels were a little dirty, but cleaned everything up. When I do my wheels, my go-to wheel towel, and I think I've pretty much cemented the fact that this is my go-to wheel towel, is the Minx.
Yeah.
The Minx, it's just, I don't know. I can't think of it, but I like the way it feels on on wheels. It's spongy.
Wet. Yeah.
So what happens is my wheels are usually, when I maintain them, those Minks don't get that bad, especially when I'm doing an O&R wash and the towel goes back in the O&R, right, and soaks inside of it. So I pull those out. I pull out my drying towel. I pull out my whatever wash mitt or whatever I'm using, my quick detail towel, my follow-up towel. I've been washing them all together.
Yeah.
Literally, I'll throw in those Minx wheel towels. I'll throw them into that mix.
Just because you know they're not loaded up with
because it's a maintained vehicle and I haven't had an issue since, right?
But let's say you detailed
if you're doing a job for
let's say your mom's car comes
over. If I detail my wife's car,
or your
then
wife's
those
car.
wheel towels are going in their own separate thing.
Exactly.
It's called the trash can.
maybe, yeah.
It's called the burn bin.
So it just depends. It depends on what you're maintaining.
But a good rule of thumb is always at least 3. So interior towels, exterior towels, and drying towels.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way to break them all up.
Bait Addict says Dane's this is a burn.
It's
Dane's
just a
fastest
burn.
way to wash a car is to take it to an automated car wash, referred to as Jaguar wash process.
That's right.
Allow me.
Or have somebody wash it
My
for 'em.
ratio of doing my own washes to having a machine or another person do it for me is probably for every one wash that I do, I have 10 to 12 washes done by a machine or someone else. That's a fair ratio, I think.
Dane, I'm
and that's
telling
me
you right
being
now.
completely honest.
Dane,
but I
and-
want to point out, I do not use a brush wash. I go to
know.
the touchless. The chemicals are stronger, but the trade-off is I don't have something deliberately digging into my paint.
Okay, so
So,
while that is
trade-offs.
true, Dane, remember how you're like, man, my headlight seal on my car is
Oh yeah,
starting
but
to
see,
break
that's
through.
what I was going to get at is when you go through a machine,
Yeah.
machines, as accurate as they may be now, they're not more accurate than a person literally going panel by panel and checking
They're
stuff.
forcing water into places that
They're
sometimes they
forcing
don't
water
need to
into
be.
to a lot of. Have
But
you
what I'm
seen
getting
the
at
amount
is
of
if
the
you're doing
pressure
it
of those
yourself-
of that water that goes
know.
through?
If you are
insane.
doing it yourself, you're as accurate as you want to be.
Correct.
So,
All right.
you control the
RSX
outcome.
Freak 79. Was the free shipping minimum recently raised to $99 when you launched the new site? Yes.
Yes.
It was. So
That was unfortunately a long time coming.
here's the reason. COVID happened, right? So everybody stayed home and started ordering products from all over the different sites.
Yeah.
So who do you think has to deliver all that stuff? USPS, FedEx, UPS, all those guys, DHL, Royal Mail,
Demand
all
shot
those,
through the
everybody that is delivering packages had to work overtime. So what did they do? They increased their rates. So they increase their rates because everybody in the world is buying stuff. So what happens to folks that are selling products that need to ship products? Hey, just so you know, price went up. Everyone. So we're stuck here. Do we bring up the
You
prices?
can't really take that much of a hit.
That's
It's
a
just-
big hit for a lot of us. And so for us, what we did was best of both worlds. Over $99, free shipping. Under $99, flat rate, $7.99 shipping. That's what you get.
It's
It doesn't
less than a
matter
lot
if
of
you
other
buy
places.
$30 worth of product or $100 worth of product or $99 worth of product, $7.99 flat rate shipping. So that way it's a little easier for you guys to grab. Also, we dropped the $5 chemical charge. You don't have to pay that anymore. Remember, there are people that would get over the shipping, the free shipping, and then they get a $5 charge added to it because they bought a chemical or they bought a bunch of chemical. You don't have to
And-
pay that anymore. That's the beauty of it. So we had to kind of adjust some things. So we took away the $5.99 chemical shipping, raised the free shipping mark, and if you're under the free shipping, flat rate shipping, and if you don't want to pay the $7.99, you can pay $4.99 because we have a code TRC 499
Right at the top of the page.
that'll drop your flat rate shipping. So if you spend $32.99, you can pay $5 in shipping if you want.
Yeah.
It's a pretty dang good deal for that range.
Yeah.
Or you get over 99, you get free shipping. So we tried to make it the best way possible for everybody. So
And it's hard too because you also look at other websites that sell detailing
Right.
supplies. We are still below most of those other
Anthony,
sites.
Dixon Flannel.
Another
if we
beauty-
want to buy some
hold on.
shirts, what's their free shipping?
Yeah, what's the minimum?
$99?
I think it's actually $150.
Yeah, I thought it was 150.
No, it's not.
to get to free shipping.
It's 99. All I know.
But I'm just saying,
sorry,
we're not alone.
we're not
lot
alone
of
there,
companies.
right? But
Far from.
this is my hack for you. Ready for this?
Hmm.
Forget these guys. Forget TRC.
Oh.
I'm going to Amazon.
Wait,
Ooh,
what? Hold
you
on.
monster.
Yeah, I got Amazon Prime. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go find whatever the heck you guys are selling on Amazon.
How about
You know
this?
what?
Here's what I'm going to do. No,
Compromise.
compromise. You go to the ragcompany.com, find a product that you want.
Any product.
On there,
What?
Yeah.
it says Amazon.
You click that.
Click
so
it.
you're telling me that I can just click that link on
On the-
ragcompany.com.
Correct.
And it'll take me to Amazon so I don't have to search it again?
Yeah.
It takes you straight to the same
Takes
product.
you straight to that link. You can buy the product on Amazon, use your Prime,
What the heck?
get your free shipping.
So now I can utilize my
Imagine that.
Prime and get 2-day free shipping?
Correct.
Well, I guess that is a win-win then.
Pretty good, right? Yeah.
Dang,
So
you guys
hey,
see what we
it's
did
just
there?
up to
It was
you.
a whole,
Do you
it was
like
a whole
supporting
setup.
Wow.
We
Amazon, or
didn't
do you
plan
like
that. That was
supporting
great.
us directly? It's up to you. Your choice.
Yeah.
No,
there you
it's
go.
honestly, guys, it doesn't matter because we've
given you so many
basically-
options.
We've been doing we've been working so hard to build out the Amazon store and the storefront with all of our products and trying to get
all of our
as much
products on there.
inventory that we have there that we want to be able to give people both options. So if you want to go through Amazon and it's shipped and sold by the Rag Company, heck yes, it's awesome. Chances are it could be fulfilled through here at the Rag Company, or it could be fulfilled by an Amazon warehouse. Or if you just want to come straight to the source and you're already going to order a bulk amounts or cases of towels or whatever it may be from us, then order through the Rag Company website.
Truth.
All right. Dirk Do saying, greetings from Germany. Dirk, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Ridiculous saying, could you do a power clean and a foamer on a car before you O&R, or would it dry too fast with the dirt messing it up? No, you could do that. You could foam O&R on the car and then do O&R on it. Totally fine.
What? You can't foam O&R.
No, you can't foam O&R, but
can
use
foam
a
power.
foamer.
Luke Berge foamed
To
over.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't go Luke Berge
Yeah.
the satisfaction.
So, Decon Detailing saying the next expansion for TRC needs to be a small detail shop attached to the new warehouse. So, the new warehouse is getting built right over on the other side of the canal. They haven't broken ground yet, but they will be. However, the studio here is technically a detail shop that doesn't detail any
People
cars.
who drive by when the door is open think it's a detail shop.
Yeah, we got the nicest detail shop in Boise that doesn't detail cars.
Yeah.
So, Aaron saying, what does the COVID-19 vaccine shot feel like? Sore, like after a flu shot? Dane, since you're the first of us to get it.
I have had flu
You
shots
had the first
before.
shot done.
They did not hurt. They did not feel sore or anything afterwards. This is a little bit different. Initially, they poke you, give a little prick in the arm. Doesn't hurt. Like, it was fine. I wasn't looking at it. Went in, no big deal. But I noticed, I waited in the store. They said, wait 15, 20 minutes, walk around the store, just wait, see if anything happens.
Where'd you get it done at?
Nothing happened. I had it at Walgreens. And I stayed around for 20 minutes. Then I left, went to work. I felt a little bit cloudy after about 2 hours. And then about 3 to 4 hours is when I started to feel kind of like in my arm, I've been explaining to people that kind of dead arm feeling. Like your arm fell asleep just a little bit. But it feels like somebody took their knuckles and they just kind of push it in your arm. Is what it feels. It's a dull pain, but it's like soreness. And it just kind of feels like pressure. But it's really not bad. It's more annoying, just kind of obnoxious there. It's like having a toothache or something. You know,
Yeah,
if you ever get
yeah.
that. It's like that. It's not bad. It's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
And
so I
have
get
a hard
mine
time
on
like, listing
Saturday,
things right
so
now,
we'll see.
so,
I'll have
yeah.
be able to tell you on Monday.
Yeah. I'll let you know how it goes.
All right. Richard says, come to Florida, please. Sad that MTE didn't happen here in Orlando. I would have loved to have met you guys. Just so you know, Richard, this weekend in Tampa is the Serum Summit, the G-Technics Serum Summit. You should go check it out. Say hey to everybody. We are there in spirit.
Our booth
We'll have a
and
good
a
video
video
for
will
you.
be
Our
there.
booth will be there, and we've got some videos we made
Yeah.
for it. But and then Umberto saying a little heads up for you getting the vaccine. First time is a little bit of sleepiness, and the second one makes you really sleepy. That may knock you out.
Oh, I slept real good last night. I was out.
Yeah. RSX Freak says my boxer pup ran across my car as I was foaming my car with GSF. My dog has never smelled so good.
Well,
Nice.
not a bad thing.
It's a good way. I really like how Wowo's APC smells. Does the KCX APC smell good?
Green Star does not have that much of a scent to it.
It's a
actually.
nice scent, though. It's a nice scent.
It's very, there's barely much anything there, but it's nice. It's pleasant.
Very mild. RSX, can I use KC Leather Star on vinyl seats, or is it strictly for leather? No, you can use it on vinyl.
Yep.
Yeah, on vinyl. Connor, y'all have any idea when Koch is what the next Koch products are arriving next? I know they're slowly making their way over, but sure wasn't what's next in the pipeline.
There's a couple more things.
There's a
coming.
couple more things. We're still waiting on Top Star. That is my favorite product by them, and I'm just waiting for it to finally get, it finally got approved. So it's going to be put on probably the next container coming over. So hopefully we'll get it. But there are a few things. I don't have them off the top of my head. Sorry. Paragon just got my Karcher Cube last night after my son Joe crapped out on me mid-detail last weekend. I'm really hoping mine holds up better than Anthony's.
It's this next freaking. Oh my God.
Yes. Sweetie Son.
Not reading this.
It was supposed to be Sweetie Son, but it says Sweetie San. Sweetie Son, that's the name of my blacksmithing apron.
Oh, man. Wow. This is so incredibly
It's a dark
specific.
pool.
effort.
It's a dark pool. You guys mentioned that Anthony needs to build up his taint callus for Peloton. I always thought that area was the gooch. Isn't that a generational thing? What are your thoughts? Taint versus gooch? Yes,
my
basically it is.
It's whatever you believe it to be.
It's Nick has popped in and said it's a geographic reference. So for some people, East Coast,
Somebody
probably call
really
it the
into
gooch.
cartography can make
Other
a
people
map
call
if
it the
they're
taint,
so
so-
inclined.
Well, the gooch was like a California thing. I remember when I was a kid growing up, people referred to it as the
boy.
gooch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I've heard people referred to as the gooch, but I've never heard anybody referred to as the taint. So
No.
make of that what you will.
yeah, that's a good one. But that was a great pull there. Look at that blacksmith and
Callous.
everything.
I
Look
hate
at
that.
that. Look at that shot.
It's all up.
I hate it. I hate it. Yeah.
Detail Groove from Aaron saying has a video about it's okay not to get perfection on paint correction. Correct.
Yes.
That's right. Jeff C.
Hey, but
Good looking picture, man. Happy Friday Eve, gentlemen. How does that new wheel brush work with O&R? My current wheel brushes are from OG. The Microfiber Madness brush gets very heavy with O&R and easy detail flings everywhere.
So
It's
if you were
heavy,
to use
but-
O&R,
Yeah.
I would use this this cover right here.
Yeah,
so
this
this
cover.
cover,
agitation.
it is a twist loop. It's a little bit of a rougher twist loop, but it cleans extremely well.
It's a lot easier
It
to-
doesn't hold as much liquid, right? Whereas
No.
this will hold a lot of liquid. This is going to be kind of like your soap,
It'll
your
weigh more
foamy.
when you fill it up.
It's going to have some weight to it that this is not. The biggest thing with this brush, and I've been really trying to dig this into people, measure your rotor to barrel clearance. If you don't have at least 1.5 inches worth of clearance, do not buy this brush. This brush will not fit into there. This brush is designed for something that has more than 1.5 inches of clearance.
So you're saying the Suburban, I could use that perfectly all day long.
And,
the Suburban.
and also, it depends on the spoke
Dane's
pattern
Jag
too, because
fit pretty well.
the beauty of the
wheels.
Easy Detail brush is that brush has such a it can fit into a lot of places, right? The negative effect is that it flings everywhere. The fling from that is pretty bad. Whereas like the Microfiber Madness brush, kind of in the same realm as the heaviness. And, I'd probably say the Wheel Woolly original and the Microfiber Madness one, those hold a ton of liquid and they get really, really heavy. Most of the weight coming from this is not so much actually in the sock itself or the cover. It will be in the paddle, but that paddle does not need to hold any liquid.
doesn't hold any liquid.
The paddle is just there for rigidity. But if you look right here, this thing can
It flexes
absolutely
more
bend
than-
and it can flex a ton, but it bounces back to the original shape. So for anything where you're needing to go down and, let's see, hey guys, and press and push and scrub, that's going to do it for you.
You can trust
there you
it'll
go.
at least come back to shape, which
That's right.
you can't say that
That's
about all
right.
of them.
All right, Dabbler Detail saying, where's the rewind button?
Well, you'll just have to restart
All
after
right.
you
So
watch the rest
Dane,
of
we're
this.
35 minutes behind. And we got 30 minutes left. I want to kind of
Power through.
power through some of these. Lloyd G. Hey guys, I mix both PNS Pearl and Brake Buster, 2 ounces per, to strip detox the paint with pretty good results. Any thoughts on if this is something I can continue to do as my pre-clay wash? Sure. Yeah, go for it, man.
How about it?
Totally fine. William Quintana, can color lock sealant be used on any color vinyl? Yes. Grant Hawtree, hello boys, working on another RX-7 this week in
Nice.
bright yellow. Dane, check your phone and share some with handsome Anthony. Ooh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
Kieran
you guys.
Patel, what do you guys like to use as a coating applicator? So depends on the coating, but like with the G-Technic ones, they come with a little applicator inside. Some of those work out really well. The other, very nice. The other thing that we like to use is our little 2x4 applicator, our Eagle applicator, and our little black 3x5 sponge works really well. It just depends on the coating too. Now, Decon Detail and Sam, package just arrived. Had to get some 5 liters of Green Star. I supercharged my GSF on these dirty cars.
Dude, those 5-liter sizes.
Nice.
I need to get a 5 liter of GSF. I do.
Yeah,
I need
just
to get one.
bite the bullet.
Because I love it.
Yeah.
So, honestly,
not that expensive.
Okay, what I want people to do right here, some interactive content. I just want you guys to give GSF a rating. I don't really need you to tell me why you're giving it the rating it is, but just give me a rating, right? 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10,
like
6
that.
out of
Good.
10. Throw out your rating specifically for GSF and go.
There you
All
go.
right, Mountain Town Detail coming in says garage floor is under warranty. Thank goodness. It just sucks because everything in the garage now has to be removed for a few days. That's the
I know, that's
problem.
it's the
It's
worst
not
part.
just a one day overnight thing. It's days.
Yeah, you can't drive on it for days.
Now, I'll have you know, you don't have to rush quite as much because
Okay.
this is page 1.
Oh,
So
perfect.
okay.
We're
All right.
fairly caught up.
Jose Pena saying, you guys have so many microfiber towels to choose from. Which ones do you recommend I start off with?
Edgeless 365.
Boom.
That's it.
You actually
Start
did
from
an
there.
FAQ video where you addressed.
No,
just
seriously,
Edgeless
start from the edgeless
365.
365 and work your way up or down.
Yeah.
Yep. William Kintara says, do I have to use Tri-Clean before applying matte dash, or can I just clean it with Express Interior Cleaner? So you can do either one if you would like. It's just, the thing is, with Tri-Clean, if you're using the i2 with the BioCoat, right, with the antimicrobial, that I haven't tested a lot with using matte dash right after that, because basically the i2 with the antimicrobial does leave something behind on the surface. It does.
Yeah.
So it is a combination of like protection and the antimicrobial surface. So I haven't played too much with matte dash on top of it, but there is a form of matte dash that is
has
also
the-
antimicrobial.
has the BioCoat
so I
in it.
believe it could
Yeah.
stack on top
And
of that.
I think we tried to get all antimicrobial.
Yeah, so I
across
think the
board,
BioCoat can
everything's got
stack on top of the
BioCoat.
BioCoat, and you're totally fine. So give that a try. Tom Kirby says, afternoon TRC crew, had a good
hope you
5-minute
had.
break. No urgent questions today.
Yeah, he's saying he hoped we all had a good 5-minute break.
Oh,
Thank you.
It
Thank
never
you,
seems
Kirby.
long enough for...
No,
It doesn't. It goes by very
it goes
fast.
by
Remember,
very
there was a
fast.
time when we were afraid, we're like, oh, we got to cut it down to an hour. There's just not enough going on.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
Ethan Turney, best car interior cleaner, both dash, trim, and upholstery. Thanks, guys.
Dash, trim,
Honestly,
and
to do
upholstery.
all those things, O&R is still the king. It'll do everything perfectly.
Okay,
now,
second to O&R.
after O&R, Express is very good.
Third to O&R.
Third to O&R, Koch is what's the interior
Polestar?
cleaner? Polestar.
Okay, next
Using
to Polestar. Keep going. What else you got? Maybe all surface cleaner. What else you got
All
after that?
surface cleaner for
May-
Koch.
Okay, maybe
Be
you got
great.
Tri-Clean, right?
Tri-Clean is great for all those
Tri-Clean actually
surfaces
works
again.
fantastic for upholstery.
Other
if you guys
big
haven't tried
thing,
it.
Tri-Clean has antimicrobial. So I think I'm going to pump Tri-Clean back up to the first prior to O&R.
The heck, man? Is I paying you to say that?
Maybe.
Okay. Bait Addict says, done. Sorry, I'll do that. I can also show you my weight trend, as it is a smart scale, no way to lie.
I like that. I like it. Do
wow.
Are you guys going to do a body fat measurement? That would probably be the best for us
We
to
would
do.
like to.
That's,
So
that's
when
on the hardcore end.
my
of
wife
things.
gets
We're just
back
doing
in
like
town,
a
right?
percentage.
Which means I'm going to have her make me some more meals, healthy meals. When she was gone for a couple days,
Yeah, you just ate burritos. And I was like, Anthony, is that
Fiesta
lard? And
chicken
you were
all
like,
day, every day.
maybe.
Fiesta Chicken was just calling my name, man. I couldn't stop.
it's all right.
It was
It was
like, it was
grilled
saying,
chicken.
Anthony.
It's all right. It was grilled chicken in a tortilla with some rice and beans. It's healthy.
It could be worse.
Very
it could
healthy.
Be a lot worse.
It's actually
Covered
very
in
healthy.
Chipotle ranch.
I was gonna say
That
Chipotle
wasn't.
sauce. I can't give
That
that
sauce
up. I love
probably
Chipotle
wasn't.
way too much.
A lot of cream in that sauce.
I don't mean the business. I mean the actual
Well,
flavor of the sauce.
Jeff
Jeff
C.
C. I'm interested in trying out Soul on some friends and family cars. When it needs to be redone in a year, is a decon wash clay enough to prep for recoat, or would you recommend a light polish? No, just recoat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bait Addict says it's much easier to lose a bunch of weight if you're carrying a ton of excess weight. The last 20 pounds is what's really tough, or getting to say under 20% body fat. I can imagine that.
That's why I was like a little leery about the body fat thing, because I was like, well, you get to a certain point, it becomes really difficult to
Man.
change that number.
Well, I would say,
Unless
though,
you're psychotic
honestly,
about
so
how you
but to be honest,
follow
though,
your regimen.
I would say that the getting under 20% is not that hard.
Okay.
It really, honestly.
I'm talking
mo-
like the
most-
people who are like 4 and 5%, 3%, something ridiculous like
Well,
that.
no, so 20% body fat, right? And so you have to keep in mind the body fat scale is different for men and women, right?
Right,
It is a completely different scale,
Yeah.
right? Women need more body fat. That is completely normal. However, for the men, once they get down below 20 is starting to when you're starting to look like a healthy, fit male for the most part, right? When you get into like the 15, for example, that's when you're starting to get more of the leaner. You get a kind of a leaner jawline. 10% is depending on the amount of muscle mass that you have. This is where it can get really iffy looking. So you can either start to look
like
kind
a
of
skeletal
anemic,
zombie,
or
or-
if you don't have muscle mass. If you do have muscle mass, you can look really fit, really fit.
Right.
Under 10%, that's the biggest struggle. Basically, getting from like 10 to 5 is like, that is the hardest thing that
I'm trying to
anybody
remember,
will.
what's like the lowest recorded by like bodybuilders and stuff like that? You get down to like, what,
Well, so on my my lowest I got down to was it was like high 4s. I'd probably say high 4s,
That's
low
still
5s,
really low.
and that was on a displacement test and an actual pinch test.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do the really fancy test, but the displacement was about as fancy
Let's
as it
be honest,
got.
how sustainable is that really?
Not sustainable.
I didn't think so.
Not sustainable
No.
because it's one of those.
Doesn't
If
seem
you're dipping to
healthy at
below
that point.
5%,
Yeah.
that is a combination of like water retention, or not. Basically, you're flushing out all the water in your system. You're doing all sorts of other things. You're manipulating that last few percent. It's
Got
not a
it.
real percentage.
playing
It's
in the
it's a
margins.
manipulation
Okay.
thing.
Weaver
All right.
Details saying, what's the most sunlight-friendly soap that you carry?
Sunlight friendly.
Pearl.
I
Pearl.
would
Let's say
say
Pearl is probably the most-
GSF's also fantastic
It
in the
is.
sun, man.
It is.
It is.
We've
I
used it in
actually,
direct sun.
I actually would probably lean more towards. Oh man, G-Wash is pretty good as well. I don't know what I'll
Most of the
lean
subs
towards.
that we carry are kind of designed around the idea that worst case scenario, you'll still be able to handle it.
Correct. Yeah.
So, yeah, we pick our stuff not because it's, that just looks pretty. No, there's usually a lot of testing that goes into it, outside included. So, yeah, if it's in our
So
lineup,
Bait Addict
it's
says
pretty
so.
safe.
Someone going from 250 to 220 versus someone going from 190 to 170 may require some effort. Will require more effort from the guy weighing 190. We just hope there's a way to even out the playing field. So yes and no, though. Yes and no, because for example, Gabe, went from 190 to he's shooting for
right there.
basically 160.
Yeah, look where he's at there
Yeah,
behind
right.
you.
So I mean, so Gabe, yeah, where do you start at?
He's just really scared that I'm suddenly going to lose 70 pounds and I'm still 200 pounds.
So
and
he went
it's
from
like-
194 to 178, which is fantastic. But the thing is just Gabe. Does he look more fit? Yes, but he doesn't look.
He
That
still
much
looks
different.
like Gabe.
He still looks like Gabe, right? He's still Gabe. And
Yeah.
but I would say that it's not necessarily harder. It just depends also on your height too. It's a combination of so many different things. It
Yeah.
also
Well,
depends on
that
your
and
body type.
You
Well,
could
like,
be horribly
Dane,
out
remember-
of shape and still look like you're like
But
at a healthy weight.
Remember,
and
Dane, though, when the last
you
time we
have
did
no
this and you
cardio
lost
buildup.
20 pounds
Yeah.
very quickly, there was a day you walked in and it was like,
Yeah,
holy
it just
cow,
felt
Dane,
looked different.
you look different. Wow. So
I think
Keto helped me a
because
lot.
you have your three different body we call bodybuilder
Yeah,
body
yeah.
types.
I'm the
right?
bull.
You have your
That's
ectomorph, right? So your ectomorph
That's
is going to
the
be
bull?
no.
the wolf.
No, the
Pretty sure I was
ectomorph
endo.
is
One's a
a
tiger?
hard gainer, meaning
was
that
that meso?
they
There's
have
the-
a very hard time gaining weight.
45-year-old
right?
male body.
But so
My buddy
ectomorph.
Chuck is
Seen
bad.
them on Facebook.
No.
They talk about it.
God damn it! Let
They
me
said
finish.
these are your body
right?
types.
Okay.
So ectomorph
Tiger,
is very
cow.
skinny.
What?
Endomorph, right?
Okay.
Has a very easy time gaining weight. So ectomorph is going to be a hard gainer. It can't gain weight easily. It also can't gain muscle.
That's how it used to be
Just a
back in the
naturally
day.
skinny person.
That's how it used to be.
Okay. Endomorph is somebody that can gain muscle easily, but can gain fat just as easily, right?
Okay,
so
not
they
me.
can kind of gain a combination of the two. Most heavier set guys are going to be an endomorph. That
Okay.
is just
Yeah.
what it is, right? A mesomorph, the freaks. These
Yeah.
are the guys that came out of the womb with a six-pack, right?
That's the Adonis.
The guys in high school, you're in
That's
the,
Augie
you're in
right
the
now.
boys' locker room. They pull off their shirt, and you're like, "Holy crap,
Everybody's
dude!
just like, "Ah, come
what do you do
on."
for that?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't do anything. I just eat
That's
pizza."
Yeah, that's Augie.
And you're
at
like-
the moment. My 6-year-old is walking around with a
How do you
six-pack.
have a six-pack?
And they
like
try to be
that?
self-deprecating, like, "Oh, I'm so fat."
They're the
You're like, "No, you're
guys.
not."
They're the football players in high school, and then they're the guys, just the natural looking athletes
Right.
that,
Yeah, I remember those guys.
and
Yeah.
the guys that retain muscle very well. So those are also the guys where they say, "Yeah, man, I haven't worked out in like 5 years," and you're like, "Dude, your arms are like literally insane."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, no, I lifted up a hay bale the other day."
That's called being born on third base.
So basically, the mesomorph is pretty much like the ideal. If you can have that body type, that's what you want. That's
And
what
then
my
the
brother
final one is.
what's that?
Oh, they don't have one.
Well,
There-
no,
there's no-
I love Nick's comment. What about the xenomorph? Which is the alien from
Yeah,
Alien.
don't want to be that guy. Bait Addict
Tiger
saying
Creation's awesome.
GSF is really expensive, even at the 5-liter mark. Yes, I'm aware it's 1.25 gallons, but it's $80, double the price of Adams, Optimum, and Car Wash, 4 times the cost and 4 times the betterment of both those. PNS Pearl, if you're using it professionally, is it worth the extra cost? The soaps mentioned above are great, but I think I'd buy a liter and just use it for personal use. That's fine, man. Go for it. Do whatever you want. It's we're not telling you to do something different, Bait Addict.
Because
you are
we
your
say
own
something,
man.
it's not law.
Yeah,
it's
you
just
are
what
your
we would
own man.
suggest.
Whatever
That's it.
works best for you. We're just telling you, hey, we're using it. We like it.
Yeah.
That's it. So
And he follows
then
up.
he says, for details, I'll stick to using Adams Pearl or Optimum. Use what is cheapest and most cost effective for you. Mike B, when removing a coating, with a polish, how can you tell if the coating is removed? You actually kind of see it. It looks different when you're polishing.
Yeah.
Still Opticoat hanging on strong on the
Richard
jack.
Wakefield, only problem with buying TRC off Amazon is, 1, it's a little more expensive, and 2, no business program. Correct.
That's true.
Another reason to sign up for the business program. Thank you, Richard Wakefield, for dropping that hint for our
You can
customers.
save
William
a good
Kintara
amount.
says, can the interior scrub mitt be washed in R2R? Yes, it can.
Yep.
Thomas Kirby says, Prime is not free shipping. You pay a monthly fee to be Prime if you buy that or not that month.
Correct.
So
Yes.
I pay my yearly thing.
I do yearly.
So,
What's it? How much is it? 50?
It's like 120
Oh.
bucks a year.
okay.
I'm still on my college
I'm gonna
thing.
get
I'm
on my
not
high
banking
horse for a second here because this is a
But you got to
argument.
remember, I
Dane,
see here, Dane.
what?
I'm going to say it this way.
Dane, do you have something to say about Prime?
Hold on.
No,
hold
I
on.
have something to say about people who complain about, oh, you said the word free when really
No.
you mean, and
Here's
I
the deal.
have a lot of opinions.
You know what
about
I
that.
do with Prime?
What?
I use it for the TV.
Okay.
I read it in my brain that I'm paying. I get Prime, I get TV, and I get my shipping for
So
free.
Dane, Prime is not free shipping.
No, okay. So the point
free shipping to me.
I just-
before
what Dane-
I
tell
like
us what you
pop a
think.
blood vessel, when people, and this applies to many things in life, and I'll just leave it at that. When somebody says free, they generally mean free at point of service. So the free at point of service differs from being part of a membership program or all that stuff. You can be in that. When they say free and they're referring to that kind of thing, that's generally understood. We're working within that context, within that framework. So when we say free, that's what we mean.
Yeah.
But when people go, oh no, actually, and then they come in and they throw out
Kirby's
the, free
just
doesn't
making
mean
a
this.
point, though.
I understand it, but I mean, I see this argument come up and it gets me all riled up. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
I don't want you to have an aneurysm.
That's it. So when we say free,
You agree.
understand the context. Free at point
Agreed.
of sale.
So I will tell you right now, though, how much I buy off of Amazon a year.
I do too.
I complete if
I forget
if I
about
were
that I
to
have to
pay
pay for
shipping
Prime. Yeah.
on that,
Yeah.
right? I could not buy off of Amazon. I would be over my head in
Yeah.
shipping costs.
Why do you think I stopped buying so much stuff on eBay? There's
Because
a lot
of
of things
shipping.
you got to pay
Oh,
shipping
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
You can't get
So-
free shipping. Like
but there's
you
some
can
car
on
parts I
Amazon.
find there I can't
And the
find.
thing
Correct.
is, man,
Yeah.
so I was banking off my student college thing on
Yeah.
Prime. I banked off that for years, man.
Yeah.
Basically, as long as my student ID was valid, oh yeah, I think it's $60 a year. $60 a year for
Yeah.
Prime as a student.
Yeah.
and you can't
Prime
beat
as a
that.
student-
man.
Yeah, I
It's,
pay about
great
120 a
deal.
year
Yeah.
for Prime, and like I said, we use it because my kids watch Prime Video all day long.
What's the grand tour worth to you? It's
Yeah,
worth
that's-
$120
it's,
to me.
It's worth 120
It's
bucks a year.
totally, whether it's worth it to you is whether you use it or not. It's that simple.
You got to
If
remember,
use it.
ladies and gentlemen. I got rid of all my cable. I stream everything. I use Prime. I get HBO on Prime. I get
Hulu.
Boomerang on Prime. I have Netflix.
you don't have Hulu?
I have Hulu.
Okay.
I have Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I have all 6 of those channels that I pay for every month. But you know what else I do?
What's that?
I watch all of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
You actually get
So
your
what I want to
money's
know
worth.
is
get my money's
our
worth
producer
out of
Nick. Nick, what is your favorite streaming service? Hit us. Disney Plus from
It
Nick.
is
Okay.
quite
Okay.
possibly the best deal on the internet. So
Okay.
another good reason to get Prime. You can also do it with your Disney Plus subscription. But honestly, Hulu combo.
What we do in the shadows.
You can watch what we do in the shadows.
Yes. But nowadays, it's like old cable where now there's so many streaming programs. You're like, I'm just spending the same amount again. I
Yeah.
get it. I understand.
Bait Addict says, OMG, TRC is going to scam people out by charging free shipping to $99. And before Dane's dad buys a 992 GT3 with that extra shipping money, not. You guys have super cheap shipping prices, even under $99.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Please go look at another detailing retail website and see what their free shipping rates are.
Yeah, and then Richard Wakefield says, oh, absolutely. TRC has very, very reasonable prices on everything, including shipping.
Yep.
Nick says, will rag stretches remove the tough stains in my son's tube socks? Yes.
Oh no.
Gregor Jeff says, any
Gregor
recommendations on an all-in-one on clear gel coat? I love my 3D speed and have a boat detail coming up. Thanks, guys. I don't
All-in-one.
like using an all-in-one on gel coat. I'll just tell you that right now. Gel coat is very porous, and an all-in-one has a lot of wax in it, and it has a tendency to get trapped inside those pores. So you actually
Taffy,
don't actually,
sticky, hard to remove.
yeah, you don't remove it all that well. It doesn't, it kind of stains. If that all-in-one has a different color, it can stain the clear coat, the gel coat. try and stay away from
So
it.
what do you recommend for guys working
Honestly,
on
Obviously,
use
he's-
like the Last Cut is a great product for that.
Yeah, yeah. Jump to that. Kevin 53. Am I too late to the party? You're
No,
not
you're
too
here.
late. You still have a couple
Keep
minutes
in.
left. Corey Wagner says GSF is a 10 without question, worth every penny. Wow.
Decon says GSF
love
is a 1510 all day long.
We did not pay these guys to say this.
Ian N saying, hey, pass the test with enough time to catch live. I ordered the IK pump package signed by the TRC crew. What do you suggest
Dang,
I put
dude,
in
that's
each?
awesome.
Oh, man.
Is
Put
that
in
what
your
we signed the
favorite
other
products.
day? I think we signed that.
I don't know. He just did it just now.
Oh, okay.
So, whatever your favorite products are. O&R is great. Pearl's great. Any of the good stuff. I mean, everything works great in those things. Bait Addict says 5% is not sustainable. Bodybuilders can't even maintain that off season. And a ton of them all usually hate themselves at that point since they're dehydrated and eating at a huge deficit. Anthony,
was
as
my
our
point.
resident bodybuilder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's true. It sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't maintain that. It basically you can hit that. It's a peak for about you can hold it for about a week, right? And then like your body's just start shutting down, dude. You just start feeling horrible. But I would say like the 10% body scent range, you can sustain that. That is a sustainable thing, but you can't slip up a whole lot.
You still look very fit.
Oh my god, yeah, you'll look
By
very fit.
most any
you'll
measure.
look extremely fit
Yeah.
at 10%. Absolutely.
Desaver saying build Hamburg auto foam works really well, but it's so expensive in the US. I wish it was cheaper. Yeah, that's the bummer.
man.
Bait Addict, any new towels in the pipeline that you guys hype?
Not
The
yet.
new smaller liquidator that's out
Oh, yeah,
right
that is
now
really
is a
like that.
great
People may not
bargain,
be aware of
great
that
towel.
one. It's on the liquidator listing if you go
Yeah,
to the
it's on the
page
liquidator
on the
listing. It's a
website.
smaller liquidator.
Yeah.
That's a really great towel.
And it has a new color.
Yeah, it has a new color. The new glass towel, the new premium glass towel, it's out. Is a new weave. It's very
Got little
nice.
Dimples to it that do a really good job.
Really nice new weave. Those are really the two newest towels we have. The big thing was, our chenille mitts,
Oh yeah,
all
got an
new ground
upgrade.
up.
they
Chenille mitts,
got
100%.
puffier and softer. It's
So
just really great
yeah.
feeling.
So
chenille
super
mitt.
excited. That was one because it's finally our chenille mitt. So the blue, the green, and the red are now our manufactured chenille mitt from our factory, and so we're very excited to have those. And they're really nice. They're really nice. We really went crazy, but those are like some of the small things. Like you got to remember, we're always redeveloping stuff, and we're always changing things to try and make it better and more exciting for everybody.
It's hard to leave things alone.
But it's subtle, and so a lot of people don't tell us or talk about it, or we don't even ourselves. Unless you see one of our new product videos or something where we discuss it's a new towel, it's a new adjustment. Some of the things are very subtle.
Like some
the
say,
new big one. The big one's
Oh,
back.
that is worth it.
The big
Yeah,
one was a
absolutely.
full redesign, and still 70-30 waffle weave, but gorgeous with the 70-30 butter soft suede around the
It's
edges.
soft to the touch compared to other waffles.
495 GSM, but a beautiful towel. Really
I was just going to
nice.
say more
25 by 40.
evolutionary than revolutionary.
Correct.
In many different product cases, that's kind of.
And
the
then this
changes we're
guy.
looking at.
I mean, this has been something that we've been working on in conjunction with Detail Factory for how long, Anthony? Almost 3 years.
Year,
testing.
man, a couple
Yeah.
years. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
actually been a long
since
time.
the first discussion on it. So
Yeah.
to have this guy launched and out is very, very nice. So excited to have it here. Anthracite asking, is there a difference between CarPro Lift and GSF? We haven't used CarPro Lift, so we can't speak on that. Bait Addict, do you have to level down Motorplast? You don't, but you can.
Wipe it. Once it cures, once it's you'll see if you see any like blue left behind because
Or
there is a
pooling.
tracer. Then go back through and just wipe it off. That's it.
Yeah,
if you do even
like
distribution,
on the 4runner, don't you have those like you had those spots on the
there's
4runner
just- yeah.
that pooled?
Yeah, there's just some pooled product
off.
that, and you'll see it in the tracer, and you'll basically just go and wipe it down.
Yeah.
I suppose if you have a really intricate cover or something, it could be a little more tricky.
Oh my gosh.
Paragon says he literally just used rag stretches to clean his dog's diapers.
Oh, no.
She's in heat.
Oh,
hey,
no.
found another reason for it to
hey,
work.
if it works, it works.
Sweezy's World says, when does my purchases migrate to the new website? Sorry in advance if you answered already. Just got home from work. Within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
They're on their way. They're migrating slowly as we can get it.
Yeah.
So, Bait Addict says, I just noticed the smaller liquidator. I think I could be used to level down Beadmaker initially, then finish with Eagle. You could. It's a great. Baydak says, what? The new chenille mitts? The old ones fell apart really quickly. Can you talk about the big differences? Well, so yeah, that was the issue with the old chenille mitts is they were very delicate. A lot of people would throw them in their washing machine.
Yeah,
The
they
washing
get beat
machine
up.
would tear them up.
From the inside.
From the inside out. And so that was one of the things that we wanted to change was make them a little stronger, a little hardier, increase the plushness of it, do a lot of stuff. So that was one of the biggest things. But the other thing was, it wasn't ours. It was a product that we sub-purchased from another distributor to be able to carry. And so for us to have our own that was made and manufactured by us was a big deal. And so that was one of the reasons of doing that. So the new chenille mitts, much stronger, much increased chenille tubes. They're a little bigger, a little hardier, just better quality all the way around. Nicer product. So really excited to have those out. Very nice. I think they're just gorgeous. Honestly, they're beautiful mitts. I love those mitts.
They're great.
So
John
very
Hole
nice.
in the house.
Oh,
Wow.
Buddy.
Hey, Johnny boy. Clean and Shiny UK, ladies and gentlemen. You can pick up all your Rag Company products from John. Saying, hey, I'm so envious of those bangs. I hope you guys are good. We miss you. Miss you, John. You know what I think about some days?
What's that?
Days that I wish I could hang out. When John and I do our video calls back and forth,
Yeah.
there are days I wish I was just there hanging out on his couch with him.
Yeah.
Or hanging out.
Having Mandy walk around in the background and maybe she's in the kitchen making some food or just hanging out or sitting on the
sounds
couch with
delicious,
them. Maybe ordering some pizza.
Ooh.
What about at the
hanging out
Smith and Western?
Smith and Western was a blast.
That
That was the
was-
funnest
That
thing I
was
ever
the
had.
most surreal, bizarre experience, and I
was
loved
so
it.
fun, so
but
fun.
it was strange.
Honestly, that was a pretty cool little place, and I just love the fact that we walk in and they're like, "Yeah, some fine American beers," and I see Budweiser, Bud Light, Coors Banquet, and I'm just like, "Oh baby, we're right at home here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink a Budweiser tonight."
Yeah, that food was amazing.
The food was
But
good.
what was fun was it
was.
was a gorgeous little restaurant.
It was. I liked the way they had all of like the I guess the
Decoration and thought went and
decorations.
everything.
It was
Well, and
very
our server had
Yeah.
an Eastern
It was
European
that was
accent.
fun to have
Very
her in a
strong, but
cowboy
she
hat
was
with a bolo tie,
trying to play the cowgirl kind of aesthetic. It was just
speaking
like,
with a bit of a twang in
Yeah.
her Eastern European accent.
But it was great.
But
just
so
surreal.
fun. Thank you,
Very-
John, for
partner.
taking us that. But I
Welcome.
seriously, I do miss, I want to be able to go see him. I miss
Yeah.
it. It feels like, it's been, if you think about it, it's been over a year, well over a year,
Oh, yeah.
almost 18 months since we've seen him.
2020 was just like a giant
No, John came over-
blanket that just fell on everything.
John came at the beginning of the year, didn't he?
did.
He came so it's been over a year
Yeah.
since we've had him here. So I miss you, John. Miss you, brother. Glad to see
I
you.
cracked open a clean and shiny air freshener
Did you?
last night. Just
So
to
good.
reminisce.
Yeah, it's good
They're
stuff.
still the coolest looking air fresheners. I got.
Bait Addict says, "Was the old yarn used not as high quality
As the new chenille
as the new
mitts,
chenille-
yes. It wasn't our yarn. The new mitts are made from our new, from our yarn.
Just
So,
curious because I prefer those since they release dirt
easier and seemed more gentle and soft paint than the tight. Yes. So pick some up. The new chenille mitts are nice, really nice.
Worth checking out.
Smiths, what do you guys think of the Rupes new DA line of product? I've had good luck with it thus far. We like it. It's really, really good.
I actually
it's a
have
great
the
line.
video of it that we
Yeah.
recorded kind of a ways back. But
Yeah,
it's
we've
ready
had
to
it for a
release.
while. We just waited for product to arrive.
Now that we have the product in store, it's going to come out next So on Tuesday, we'll have the video with
Yeah.
you and Dylan
Yeah.
going over it, and you can kind of see how it works from our
Exactly.
perspective.
Hans says, is the Stroopwafel towel almost done? I wish. I wish. Smith says, DA course, DA fine. Correct. Hans, Bates says, Hans, don't give them ideas. Hans says he's done 4 loads with R2R. Just hung up that 4th load. Nice. And then John says, that would be awesome. When we can travel again, let's do it again. And let's go to the Smith & Western.
Absolutely.
That was so much fun.
Absolutely.
excited.
Hans says, Bait Addict, too late, brother. He's already given out
All right.
some of the
kind
things.
of reaching the end
So we
here,
got
so
4
if you have
minutes
any
left, but the
last minute additions, have at it.
I'm excited. So I want to talk about the topic again.
Yeah.
We are getting vaccinated
Yeah.
because that's what your parents said. We could start traveling again. It's one of those things that has been a long time coming. I'm very excited, anticipating. We're in critical manufacturing, so we can start to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
There are still people trying to get vaccinated that haven't been able to.
Yeah.
And then we're hearing stories of certain places having extra vaccines so people can just hop in, get their vaccine. So I'm just going to say it'd be nice when we all can be vaccinated, everything can open back up, and we can hopefully see each other again soon. It is something that I know all of us are kind of feels like I get like this. It's almost an antsy feeling where like I'm getting ready to put my kids to bed, and it means I get to hang out by myself with
We've
my
been
wife,
cooped
and I
up
don't
for
have
a
to
year
don't have to worry about it
without traveling.
It's kind of like that. I feel cooped up. Like
Well,
you
that's
can't
what
go.
you gotta do. That's when you wake up in the middle of the night, right? When everybody's asleep, and you go for a long drive, right? You turn
Yeah,
on some,
that'd be
turn on
weird.
some
That'd be
White
weird.
Snake,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
You park,
I've done that, but it
and
wasn't
then you
White
park
Snake.
over a gorge, and you crack open an ice cold Diet Pepsi, and you kind of look over, and you hear a wolf crying from the distance, and you go, "I know what you mean, man."
It's like back in the day. I used to do that a long time ago when I was a teenager.
Yeah,
Take my Diet Pepsi, cruise in my Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
yeah.
This one right here, and we'd be cruising along, drinking our Diet Pepsi, listening to some Meatloaf,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
and getting our way, getting over there. But now I live over in the area that I used to drive to, so it's not the same.
Jason Wallace here, going to be visiting soon. Do you have a showroom to walk in for customers that like to visit? Hey, if you come by and you wear a mask, we can walk you through our media studio.
Yeah,
Our
you
store
can-
is not
You just got to
officially
message us.
open.
Message us and let us know when you're
beforehand.
here. That
Yep.
way we know. We can expect you. But no,
Cool.
there we go.
All right,
Okay.
Dane. So go ahead and take us away with our last plugs.
Okay, so you guys have made it this far through the show, and for that, I thank you. If you got in kind of late, I highly suggest you go back and watch from the beginning because there's plenty of great stuff that we talked about earlier, and we've been trying to do more clips and stuff, so you kind of see those popping up, but they are on the Rag Company podcast YouTube channel, so as not to, I say, pollute our main channel here. So we keep the content, kind of more regimented that way. But I will say, please subscribe if you haven't done it already. Click like on this video so that it gets seen by more people because that actually works. Leave a comment below afterwards if you got any more questions, and we'll see if we can get to them as well after the fact. And that's really it, guys. I thank you a lot for being here, and we love doing this every week. So as long as you guys keep showing up, we'll keep doing it. So yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys. See ya.
See ya.